come unbound from the laws that govern reality, to turn the gears of time once again.
An apocalypse looms over parallel worlds as their fates begin to intertwine. The battle to alter destiny begins.
HB, what up? What up, HB?
On a journey alongside gods, heroes, and monsters of bygone eras.
I forgot this was happening today, man.
Known as Digimon.
I'm just waking up. I had to take me some medicine. YB was good.
Seize the future. Together. The story of a bond that transcends time.
What we expecting today? What we y'all think Xbox gonna show up to the showcase?
大家好，我是《输入之魂》的创作人杨斌。从一名独立开发者
Lost so sad. I've been waiting on this game for a minute. It's been 10 years.
输入之魂
It has been about 10 years since he first showed this game, but he was developing it himself.
面对充满个性的敌人，同时与有
Let's
趣
see
的
where we at.
逐步揭开精彩的故事。接下来，我非常激动地向大家展示全新的游戏预告，并正式确认游戏的
release date finally. You're gonna release date finally.
I keep having the same dream. A horrible dream. Where monsters invade our world. A powerful being falls from the sky. And when it seems they might vanquish the invaders, the dream ends. Is this really just a dream? My only hope lies with you.
I remember when I first saw this project and he was working on it by himself.
Come, Kaiser. We will travel across worlds, leap through dimensions, together.
Yeah, buddy. See. It was polished in. It looks way more polished now. It's been in...
I see great power within you, a destiny waiting to be fulfilled.
Yeah, it looks way more polished.
Your vengeance, the blade in your hand.
I always had big action and great combat. Just got to see what the narrative is going to be. Hopefully this is not just a game that's filled with great combat and things like that, but no substance. They got to tie everything together.
To be a hero. But for humanity's sake.
James Thomas, what's up?
Then give me your power, Arena.
You know what, James? I don't think we had a release date with this. We just been seeing trailers every show. May 30th. PS5 and PC. Huh? Day and date. That's day and date.
Hi, everyone. I'm Sean Benson.
Day and date.
Several
Look at
updates
that.
today from partners around the world, starting with news from the Like a Dragon series. First up, a playable demo of Like a Dragon, Pirate Yakuza in Hawaii arrives on PS5 this Friday. Players could try out 2 battle styles, including Goro Majiba's new Sea Dawn style, as well as engage in naval battles at the Pirates Coliseum. Sega and Mint Rocket join forces in Ichiban's Holiday, a new crossover DLC coming to Dave the Diver. Ichiban Kasuga and other Like a Dragon characters team up to thwart a gang of troublemakers in classic beat-em-up style, all while perfecting new recipes at Bancho Sushi. Dave the Diver Ichiban's Holiday arrives this April on PS5 and PS4. The Splitgate 2 alpha begins February 27th on PS5. Use portals and futuristic physics to dominate the arena, and play a new 24-player mode where 3 teams compete on a massive map.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Paul Heyman. I'm here to give you an exclusive first look in the future of the WWE 2K franchise. Introducing the Island. With the Island, players enter an online environment filled with WWE-themed landmarks, quests, live events, and shops with up to 50 other players at a time. The Island also offers deep customization, giving players the chance to personalize their My Superstars like never before. As the first of its kind for the franchise, the Island is not just an addition, it's a bold step toward the future. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Island.
WWE 2K5 coming to PS5 and PS4. Sony sticking to their brand. Yeah, I agree with that, YB. Same formula.
And I'm Randy from Gearbox. And you know why we're here? We're here for you. Are you ready? It's 2025, and every day we are getting closer to the launch of Borderlands 4. Let's go!
I think it's probably a given that GTA is going to release at least in 2026. Now that we're getting all these dates and stuff, I think third-party developers probably know it probably won't come until 2026. Yeah, at this point, YB is about sustainability of the franchise. It's about trying to figure out how do we get more out of an IP. So you go that 2K route where you can, build your own wrestler or have a certain part of the game where you got multiple different wrestlers or characters you built, custom outfits, designs, and things like that. That's when microtransactions come into play. And you're just not dealing with just a regular wrestling game no more.
I want more. We don't have to wait
You're
long
expanding
now.
on it and
Borderlands 4
getting
is
more
launching
revenue out of it. I think that's the name of the game moving forward.
This spring, focused exclusively on Borderlands 4. We're diving deep, you guys. Join us. Borderlands 4, state of play for combat,
Master 40.
action skills, exploration and discovery, everything.
This show will be dog shit. Save y'all some time. Twinkie winky. Tanky winky. Shout out to Take Mac. Thanks for the support, Master.
I'll feed you, baby bird. Who wants a launch date for Borderlands 4?
This Randy.
Well, Borderlands 4 launches worldwide for everyone on September 23rd, 2025.
Yeah, see,
We got work to do.
see people coming out. We starting to get these release dates from third party. Yeah, I don't think we get those dates if GTA or you start hearing things getting pushed back.
To be rude,
Or they could be getting out the way, coming out early. But
but I really don't do small talk.
we'll see.
Nice to meet you too.
I can't wait for this game.
So you want to go through your
Haze Light has become one of my favorite
How are
developers.
we supposed to get out of here if we don't start to trust each other? I don't need your trust. Well, I kind of need yours. 2, 1.
Favorite developers, great writers.
I took inspiration.
It Takes Two was
Me
incredible.
and my sister were younger.
I love what they do with co-op.
It's
It's
amazing.
different from. It's a different path from what
All I can do is write
other
this
developers
silly story.
tend
We'll
to
piece
do.
it together.
You
We
buy
got
the game
this.
one time, you can play with anybody you want. And I just think they have an incredible imagination in terms of their concepts and their world building. Because It Take Two was incredible.
What now?
I'm definitely buying this.
I did not sign up for this. Brace yourself, Zoe.
March 6th. Oh, that's right around the corner. I don't think they got to market GTA. GTA market itself. They don't got to really do much. But I know everybody in the world gonna try to attach themselves to it when it's launched. Just think about all the sponsorships and things they got. They're gonna have with that thing. Then you're right, YB. They don't have to do nothing.
Penetrated through there. We need to inspect the hull damage first.
Doesn't look too bad.
Doesn't look too good either.
What is that? You feeling all right?
My body's going one way and my mind's going another.
What is that? This ship is infected with an alien organism. It still doesn't feel real sometimes.
Never forget why you started. Lord have mercy.
Do we get our first look at Forza Horizon 5
Do you think Williams knows more about this?
and how it looks on PlayStation?
You can't take any chances with him.
It can manipulate its physical appearance. It's changing its cellular structure. It's replicating the human form. It's replacing us.
This looks fire.
I know this will be difficult to hear, but if you're still out there, you deserve the truth.
Corrective 8020. October 2nd. See? Yeah, release dates. That looks pretty interesting.
So let me explain the situation. One of our contractors, Edwin Murray, has gone missing, leaving our property abandoned in his warehouse. Your job is simple. Enter the warehouse and retrieve the technology that he was developing for us. It's a kind of prototype endoskeleton that can adapt to any costume and become any character. We suspect it may be malfunctioning, so just be aware of the slim but non-zero chance that you could sustain significant injuries while attempting to retrieve it, including but not limited to death or dismemberment. We fully expect the retrieval process to go smoothly and without incident, but just in case, we suggest you get your affairs in order before arriving.
Back to work.
Fazbear Entertainment is not responsible for damage to property or person. Thank you for being a valued member of the Fazbear team.
Yes, everybody dropping their dates.
Greetings from Moonhood. We're the creators of the Midnight Walk, a cozy horror game created entirely in clay, where you will journey down a nightmarish highway riddled with terrors that want to devour you and your little lantern creature, Hot Boy. Together with your little friend, you must outsmart these terrors and bring back fire to this mad world we've handcrafted for you. So please enjoy this short gameplay preview.
After the end of the world, the burnt one woke from a deep slumber.
What y'all think so far?
Fire? I'd almost forgotten how it felt. You're the caretaker of this little firecracker? I reckon you must be headed for Moon Mountain. Am I right?
Damn. This looks weirdly creative. The Midnight Walk. This is a hard C- so far. William said, William, you got the Z's. I don't know how much I missed.
Special thanks to Klaus and Olaf for that updated look at the Midnight Walk.
PS5 and VR2. March 8th.
Up next, a quirky new adventure from Konami. In
See,
Darwin's
sad to see.
Paradox, you play as Darwin, a clever octopus.
Have
who
I
finds
missed a
himself
lot,
dumped
or
in a
I
highly
caught
suspicious
it
meat
pretty much
processing
at the
center.
beginning, but then just missed a few games? Is that
Use Darwin's natural camouflage and inking skills.
that's
to escape the
that's
facility
fire.
and save
I ain't
the
gonna
world
lie with the octopus,
from
because
aliens.
octopus can camouflage. Ah, yeah, that's crazy.
We're excited to reveal a brand new title
Okay,
from
missed like
Koei
2
Tecmo
games.
Games
Okay.
and Omega Force. Warriors Abyss, a roguelike spin on the Warriors franchise. Descend into hell. Call on powerful allies. And experiment with tons of playstyle combinations to send the enemy hordes flying.
Yeah, I played some of the few Dynasty Warrior
A
games.
roguelite hell awaits when Warriors Abyss
Or
launches
like
on
style
PS5
game
and
where you
PS4
just
later today.
going through these hordes of monsters and things like that.
For whom are you working?
It was never satisfying, because you're just battling through
The
these hordes
PS2
and
era
hordes of
classic
enemy who
returns,
AI ain't
Onimusha
that
2,
really.
Samurai's Destiny.
The AI really isn't there.
Capcom is enhancing the original game with HD graphics and a host of
But
quality of
things
life
have
features,
changed over the
including
years.
fine-tuned analog controls. Immerse yourself in Jubei's hard-boiled journey and fight through a world of turmoil alongside trusty allies. Onimusha 2 Samurai's Destiny comes to PS4 on May 23rd and will be available for pre-order later today.
May 23rd. Okay.
Looking to 2026, let's check out a new trailer for Capcom's latest entry in the series, Onimusha Way of the Sword.
Okay. Anonymous, what's up? What's up? This is captured on PC. Wow, that's the first time I've seen. It usually be This is in game or real time and long in game cinematics on PlayStation 5 or PlayStation 5 Pro. But this is PC. Wow. Shout out to you, Anonymous. Saying to you and your family, man. God bless everyone. I don't know if they got Onimusha marketing. They could have it. Because Onimusha, when it initially came out, it was a PlayStation title. It was exclusive to PlayStation back in the day. This one is coming to is going to be multi-plat. I don't know, because Metal Gear, that Metal Gear 3 remake, I think, initially showed on was first showed with PlayStation, but seems Microsoft has the marketing now for that. Wonder how that gameplay is gonna hold up into today's day. Look like it's more technically methodical than the fast pace. I don't know. I never played the Onimusha game.
Security on this place.
See, even this.
He's coming here. I'm sure of it.
Both Microsoft and
America is
Sony been showing this at
hands on your inheritance.
at their shows.
The philosopher's legacy. Then they're out to kill me as well.
What's the story between you and the boss?
She was like a mother and my master.
The Cobras will take care of him.
Do you hear me, Snake? We are the sons of the boss. I see it. The fear.
Yeah.
A great and terrible fury at being alive. A host of sorrows. And you are one of them.
Facts, Anonymous.
There's nothing for you here.
Facts, Anonymous, man. Shout out to you, man. I know you love that bar, man. I know you love that bar. I only think they understood what I was saying there.
There is nothing America can do to stop us.
And we need body count confirmation.
Finished yet.
August 28th. Yeah, see, yeah. GTA definitely next year. These games are coming out with release dates. King Reaper, what's good? What's good, King Reaper?
Sparks the wildfire of violence. It dissolves our illusions and exposes the fragile structure of reality.
I have 1,000 questions. Why did you come back?
I stood in the home I was born in. In that moment, I felt
I think this is Hell Is Us. I think this is Hell Is Us.
Where are my men? They're gone.
I think this supposed to have a September 5th release, I think. I know it's supposed to have a release sometime in September.
What happened here?
This looks pretty interesting, too.
Madness, hatred, and lots of it. Impossible. It's you. You must continue. We've begun to uncover.
September 4th. I was close. Yeah, September 4th. I thought it was September. I knew it was in September, though. September 4th. Interesting.
How can it be winter all of a sudden?
I'm sorry. You want to know the year? What a pleasure to meet a stalker worthy of the name. It's been far, far too long.
Oh, my forever friend. Help me to hold your hand and dance.
You're not the puppet I was expecting. Who are you?
I heard she was looking for someone. Legendary. She stepped up only because no one else could. Too many stalkers were lost to that evil.
What's this, DLC?
I'll do whatever it takes.
Man, my back catalog is crazy.
Nothing
I
else
still
comes
haven't
close,
played this.
even in my life. I swear I will be late. Not again.
Liza P. Overture. Base game required. Summer 2025.
I don't know where I came from or how I was made. It's me, little again once in a lifetime.
Let's see here.
Where do you think doors have eyes?
What is this?
We don't know where our children will put down roots.
Yeah. Yeah, well, it looks like everything coming out this year. And if that's the case, then GTA is not coming this year.
皆さんこんにちは。Q ゲームスのクリエイティブディレクターのバイオンです。私の最新作ドリームオブサナザーはいかがだったでしょうか。破壊なくして想像はないというテーマのもと、ドリームオブサナザーではシューティングゲームの常識を覆す体験ができます。武器で傷つけたり破壊するのではなく、抽象化している散らばった世界を具体化して想像することができるのです。本作ではポイントクラウドというテクノロジーを採用し、プレイヤーは幻想的な夢の世界へダイナミックな変化を与えることができます。今年 PS5 登場予定で、本日からウィッシュリストへの追加ができます。ありがとうございました。
Hey everyone, I'm Kristen Zatani, and I'm excited to share even more PlayStation news in today's show.
Days Gone Remastered.
The
Wow.
version of Ben Studios' post-apocalyptic
PS5
open
Pro.
world epic comes to PS5 with VRR support and PS5 Pro support.
There it goes.
It also includes added content like permadeath and speedrun modes, an enhanced photo mode, new accessibility features, and Horde Assault, a survival arcade mode with increased horde sizes that will provide a fresh way to experience Days Gone. And if you purchase Days Gone on PlayStation 4, you can upgrade to a digital version
For
of Days Gone
$10.
Remastered and get all the content and features for $10. Days Gone Remastered launches on PS5 April 25th. New DLC is coming to Stellar Blade this June.
Yo.
The sci-fi action game is partnering with Goddess of Victory Nike on a new boss battle, collectible dolls and stickers, plus a new outfit. Both the Nike DLC and the PC version of Stellar Blade launch this June. We've got some great PlayStation Plus updates today, starting with game catalog titles arriving on February 18th. Star Wars Jedi Survivor, Top Spin 2K25, and launching in a game catalog, Lost Records Bloom and Rage, from the creators of Life is Strange.
Did you girls ever see anything weird around these parts?
They hitting them with that $10
In this episodic
special.
adventure, players will join 4 high school girls living through the defining summer of their lives. What begins as a tale of friendship will eventually blend reality, dreams, and the unknown into a dual timeline narrative. The first episode of Lost Records Bloom and Rage arrives February 18th, with the second episode arriving in April. We're also excited to confirm 2 unique indie titles that will launch into game catalog later this year. Explore a mysterious mansion and blueprints, a genre-bending architectural adventure. Every door is a new decision as you build out a sprawling manor with 45 shifting rooms, adding layers of strategy, puzzles, and exploration. Blueprints launches day 1 into game catalog this spring.
Let's see.
Abiotic Factor is a 6-player survival crafting game from Playstack and Deepfield Games. Stranded miles beneath the surface, you and a team of scientists must craft ingenious gear and traps to outwit your enemies and make this bizarre underground complex your new home. Abiotic Factor will be available in game catalog when it launches this summer.
Okay.
Now let's get a sneak peek at games coming to the PlayStation Plus Classics catalog. Coming soon are the first 3 Armored Core titles from the original PlayStation: Armored Core Project Phantasma, and Armored Core Master of Arena. Meanwhile, Patapon 3 slides its way into the Classics catalog next week.
No one knows how that world came into being.
Captured on PS5 Pro.
It devoured everything from the past.
Oh, this what's the name?
Only I was left. That was a fatal mistake.
Oh no, this is a different gun. Eclipse glows good.
It's the aura of the grail pieces. I can sense it. As long as it is reforged.
You know what this looks like? It looks like 33 Expedition 33. In terms of art style, in terms of scenery, and that's why I kind of confused it.
To pursue one's wishes is to court one's doom.
Holy Grail. Blood. This is a feast only for the king.
It's 40 minutes, HB.
Gwendolyn, this is
This
your
real-time
final
combat.
warning.
My quarrel lies not with you, but I will take back everything that belongs to me. Even if the price is my soul.
Yeah, that Ties of Annihilation. Placed in development for PlayStation 5.
The table is dead.
That looks good.
It exists no more.
The art style reminds me of Expedition 33. I almost confused it with that for a minute until the studio logo popped up, and I knew it wasn't.
How do you feel? Is something bothering you?
Is this Bungie?
Just some noise in my core.
No. Is this Bungie? Is this Marathon?
Deep down in the depths of Vulcan, you must retrieve the.
Thank you, Anonymous. Definitely hit the like button. Share the stream out. Yeah, this look like Marathon.
Everything they have to stop us.
You know I would never want to see you hurt.
Movement looks so Halo-like. Yeah, this Bungie.
But the path we walk demands the extreme.
I remember you.
Run away.
Oh, Metal Eden. I thought that was Marathon.
Oh, yeah. My memory's still a bit blurry. Remember this.
DS! Showtime!
I have these gaps inside my head.
Satellite gives us a 10-minute window.
You made it. That's just leftover hardware. It's been decommissioned. What the hell is happening? All I know is that Silvercorp is a piece of my story.
I'm bad, y'all. I'm a little under the weather.
I'll cover you. All this time you just wanted answers about the tech in your head? Are you kidding me? This thing has ruined my life.
You have no idea who you're dealing with. After what you did, we should have left you in the desert.
This is not the first time we've had a fatal error with your tech.
DS, make it stop! Make it stop! I know what I have to do. This is the only way.
Mind's Eye. Yeah, summer 2025.
Hello, I'm Leslie Benzies, director of Mind's Eye, Builder Rocket Boy's new action-adventure set in the fictional city of Red Rock, where AI and human greed collide to bring Earth to the precipice of collapse. All captured on PlayStation 5 Pro. We're now proud to share some gameplay footage with the explosive combat and high-octane driving You
Yeah.
can expect on PlayStation 5 later this year.
Yeah. Not this year.
What's going on in there?
It was an ambush. Do what you can. Do not lose her. Tires are out. Proceeding on foot. I'm coming to you now. The search and rescue bots. They're malfunctioning. They're attacking us.
I just didn't connect with that joint. Shout out to Rob, who randomly robs everybody with the $2. It's an eye show. Yeah. It's all right so far, man. Games that's going everywhere, pretty much. Few exclusives in there.
This world, this moment, this choice. Every time the sun dies, madness reigns. Then everything begins again.
Mm-hmm.
But after every death, I always come back stronger.
Let's see what we got here.
I know that you are here, and I will find you.
Saros? House Marquee. That's their game. 30th anniversary. Come back stronger. 2026.
Hey everyone, I'm Gregory Loudon, Creative Director at Housemarque. We are thrilled to announce that our latest game, Saros, is launching next year on PS5 and enhanced for PS5 Pro. Saros is the ultimate evolution of the Housemarque gameplay-first experience. It's a new single-player IP that builds on Returnal's award-winning third-person action. You play Arjun Devraj, performed by the brilliant Rahul Kohli. Arjun is a powerful enforcer searching for answers on a hostile, shape-shifting planet haunted by an ominous eclipse. All of us at Housemarque can't wait to share more about Saros, with our first look at gameplay coming later this year.
I was about to say, it should have showed a little bit more than gameplay. You should, for how long your fan base been waiting for something from y'all. Oh, that's it? Wait, that's it?
PlayStation.
Hold on. Wait, that's it? Did I miss something? Hold on, wait. Rob, you laughing? Did I? Did I miss something? That's it? And casters say amazing show from Sony. I was expecting, well, I didn't have no expectations. I really didn't have any expectations, but um I was hearing a lot of things in terms of what might show up at this show, and it did not happen. It did not happen. Um wow. Well, it was just another state of play. I don't know what to expect. I guess oh, they got King Thrash out here saying Wolverine to be state of plays finale. Wolverine was not state of plays finale. King Thrash. Uh, oh man, Saros is a single player IP that feeds. I think we got another game. You know what's crazy? You know what I'm thinking of? I'm thinking of this. And I'm not even console warring. PlayStation right now is doing exactly what people accused Microsoft and Xbox of doing. Announcing games with no gameplay and just CGI or little to no gameplay footage. And little information about what the game actually is. And I think the media and parts of the gaming community got fussed. They even start writing articles about that. About how they was tired of watching CGI footage and things like that. They want to see real gameplay at these shows. And right now, between what Insomniac show with their game and what House Marquee just showed with their game, they're doing that. There's no gameplay, just CGI, and saying, "Hey, wait till this time to see it." I bet I know we'll probably get more around E3 time. Well, what consider E3 time at their big show this year, because what we're in February, we're gonna go into March. June is not that far away, so I guess they don't want to show their hand. So I think Wolverine, Insomniac, and things like that. Not Insomniac, but I said Insomniac. I mean the Last of Us developers, Naughty Dog, with their game. They didn't show little to no gameplay. We still don't really know what the game is and how it's going to play. And then they just did the same thing with House Marquee. And I think Microsoft, people were now Microsoft heavy for doing this, and now Sony's doing the same thing. In a year where their community is kind of starving for new IP, so we'll see how this plays out. And even that IP is 2026, and I think Naughty Dog IP might be 2026 as well. We don't know how far off that is. If that was the show and I've only missed 2 games, what were the 2 games that I missed at the beginning of the show? Can anybody tell me the 2 games I missed at the beginning of the show? I might need to let me go back here. Okay, is that Monster Hunter? Wild and Yakuza. Okay. Yeah, Monster Hunter Wild and Yakuza. Okay. Yeah, so what do y'all grade it? What do y'all grade it? Type in the chat, man. What are we grading this state of play? I think this was for what it was a few games in there that I was particularly interested in. I'm not gonna lie. So I think what you all said earlier, probably a C, C plus, C minus, somewhere up in there. I think a lot of these games that they show today, you will see across all platforms. So no matter where you play, PC, Xbox, or PlayStation, you'll be able to get access to them. Sean Zard say -10. HB say 4 out of 10. Wilfred say 2 out of 10. Yeah, Rob, who randomly robs everybody, with the $2. Yeah, they definitely waiting on Xbox games. Wow. And then we got Master Sip 40. My F minus. Oh, y'all grading hard. My brother played. This show was trash. But play only like play bro. Man, you're pretty much a FPS / fighter genre is mostly what I see you play. So okay, I'm gonna read these. Hold on. Let me bring y'all over here so I can get in front of this. Let me read these comments. Okay, we finna go. Okay, let me see here. We're gonna start from the top. Okay, we're gonna these people showed. Okay, my brother Play gave it a 5 out of 10. Riffrey gave it a 2 out of 10. Sean gave it a -10. HB gave it a 4 out of 10. Then he gave it a C minus. He doubled down. Massive gave it -F. YB 5 out of 10. Play say this show trash. Darth Kermit 10 out of 10. PlayStation greatness. Even you don't believe that with that laughing emoji. So we not go. That's not what we're gonna do. J-Dub and Z are delusional. Them boys talking about they got a game coming every month. Like these games ain't multi. Hey, them boys over there starving. Yeah. Post up, they showed a PSVR 2 game with a third person view out. -1 King Reaper. If Xbox kept the games exclusive, Sony would be in trouble. Yeah. Sony is broken. They'll be in hella trouble right now, I think. I think they'll be relying super heavily on third party content right now, is what I believe. And they'll be and the reason why I say that is this. In a year where they're under reorganization and restructuring and things like that, they're kind of sifting things around, canceling games, they're closing out the studios, they're firing people to kind of get the operation profits and budgets and all that stuff. The math, and they're trying to get the math. And so I think if Xbox would have came in this year and kind of held on to some of their IP, you force Sony to be in a position where they're in a year where they're trying to find ways to save money to get things back in order. You would have forced them in the position where they would have to continue to spend on third party content until their first party studios get their shit together. So yeah, but it is what it is. Microsoft went over there and said, we're coming to the rescue pretty much. YB said, yeah, they could have kept that show. We got games tomorrow. Yeah, we are releasing more games on PS5. Then yeah, that's crazy. You got to think, man, this year alone, Indiana Jones, Outer Worlds 2, Forza Horizon 5, the RTS joint remake, and then there's more games that I can't talk about that's coming as well. I think, if I'm not mistaken, Microsoft might release more first-party IP on PlayStation this year than PlayStation's own first party. I'm not even lying. I kid you not. Microsoft first party will release more games on PlayStation this year than PlayStation first party division. I guarantee it. I guarantee it. I guarantee it. Because I know what we know this year, Ghost of Yote, we know Death Stranding 2. We know those two games are coming out this year. We know those two games are coming out this year. But yeah, is there the opportunity for Microsoft being that it's a drought on PlayStation first party output this year? So we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, but I was expecting, since we hadn't got a state of play from Sony in a minute, I know a lot of people was expecting more than that. I know a lot of people was expecting more than that. I don't know. Let me see here. I'm trying to go on Twitter and see what the consensus is. Play, what's up?
What's up, bro?
Go ahead.
Bro. That show was terrible. brother. I see so many cuts. I see so much CGI gameplay in there, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know where Wolverine is. How long we done known about Wolverine? We known about Wolverine for a minute by now, right?
Yeah, they gonna with all that leaked on Wolverine, man, they gonna have to go back and redo the formula probably.
You want and Sony hit us with the okie doke, right? Because like 30 minutes before the show, the Sony Twitter page posted out like expect greatness or something like that, and they showed like it looked like it was Ghost of Yotai like type GIF or whatever.
Yeah.
The game ain't even show up.
Yeah. Who and then they remastering Days of Gone. Like I know Hell is Us looks incredible.
Right. I'm not interested in it, but it don't look bad.
Split Fiction, I'm getting that.
I'm getting that for sure.
Because Split Fiction and what else we had? And I like that Tides of Annihilation. I think that was an RPG.
Yes, I believe it was. Yes, it's the one that looked like Final Fantasy or something like that.
Oh yeah, they had that like Expedition 33 type feel to it. Yeah. But other than that, I didn't see none that really actually moved me. I knew about Hell is Us. I knew that was coming out September. I said the 5th, but it was the 4th.
Mm-hmm.
But oh man, this I guess Sony go hold all their cards until June.
I can put it like this. I don't think they're gonna have a June. You think they're gonna have a June showcase? Because I don't think they are.
I think they are. I think that's where you get. I think that's where you get additional information. I think from what I can see at the June showcase, and I don't know because Microsoft might do a lot of the heavy lifting for them in June.
They probably are.
No, they are. I'm gonna just say that they are. I can see Ghost of Yote gameplay, extended gameplay in a release date for this year.
I can see that, yeah.
I can see Death Stranded 2. I can see Naughty Dog game getting extended gameplay and additional information in a release for next year of 2026. And then I can also see gameplay from House Marquee game coming on 2026. Additional gameplay for that. You still got Fair Games and the live services games that they're trying to push. Bungie is going to have to do something at some point. I know there was a rumor about their other live service, Gummy Bear, being shown here. I didn't see it.
I know they didn't show it.
They didn't show it. So I do think you either get that or Marathon in June because Marathon been cooking for a long time, and I know they're behind the scenes in terms of the people that's play testing it. From the last time I heard about it, wasn't too happy about what it was, because I think they was trying to say it was trying to be a what's the name clone. What is that game?
Like Overwatch?
Not Overwatch. What's that shooter?
What platform is it on?
It's on PC. Is it like one of them survival shooters?
Like an extraction game?
Yeah, like an extraction joint. What's the extraction shooter everybody playing?
The main one, it's still niche, but Tarkov?
Yes.
Really?
Yes. And they from what I've heard, they had a lot of Tarkov players testing it. The last time I heard about it, they had a lot of Tarkov players testing it, and a couple of them said they would not choose that game over Tarkov at the time that they was testing it. I don't know if things change, because I know Marathon is an extraction shooter. I know that for sure. I don't know if things have changed, but it's definitely an extraction shooter. And from what I've heard behind the scenes, that it wasn't getting too good of a, that's why it's been in the oven, but been in the oven so long. So we'll see how that plays out. I think at some point they're gonna have to release it. Bungie has been a fumble. Jax 82 was good with the 199. This was a dud. PS6 may not happen for me. And let me tell y'all something, bro. The Gen 10 is gonna fuck y'all head up, brother.
You said June 10th?
No, Gen 10.
Oh, Gen 10?
Yeah, Gen 10. And y'all expectations on what that generation is gonna be. And it's not gonna be what everybody think it's gonna be. And it might not even come in the form factor that y'all think is gonna come in. So we'll see, man. It's crazy. No telling what the PS6 might be at. What if the PS6 just be a handheld? I don't know. But yeah, this show was mid, man. This show was mid. I do applaud the fact that you're getting third party. I just think Microsoft, the way their presentation is just way better.
They by themselves right now, bro.
Yeah. And I think Forza don't show up because Microsoft is. I think we don't get PS5 and Nintendo gameplay until Nintendo announces the Switch 2. I think that's when you get the release date of Forza Horizon 5 for both PlayStation 5 and the Switch 2. And I think that Forza Horizon will be in Nintendo showcase along with a couple of other Xbox first party titles. The only thing that I'm kind of skeptical about is this: in terms of Call of Duty 6 Black Ops, do they release that this year, or do they wait and release the next Call of Duty for 2025?
I think they just wait and release the next one. Because this console's coming out in the summer.
Mm-hmm.
I think they just wait and release the next one.
Wait and release the next one, so they don't do a port. Okay, I think that's because I'm like 2 Call of Duties on Switch in the same year, and they'll have a few months to play Black Ops 6 before November comes around and they transition into the new call. Yeah, so I think it's better that they wait too as well.
Yep.
Jax 82 say we got a vow tomorrow. Yes, we did, and I think I heard. I don't know. Let me see here. I heard that I don't know. Oh, did a review leak for Avowed?
Somebody said it did, but I didn't look for it, and the person I know that said it didn't link it. So,
and they said I think it was a 9.5.
I don't know.
Yeah, I heard because I look, I like it comes out tomorrow, right?
Yeah, the early access does.
The early access does, and that's when the
and the embargo
is up
tomorrow too. Yeah.
Remember what I said, and I remember what I said, and I could take an L on this, but it might be a game of the year contender. From what I heard, from what the leak review that came out or something, I heard it was 9.5. I don't know. I haven't researched to see where it came
Yeah,
from. Or
I didn't want to look it up. I just wanted to wait
Mhm.
till tomorrow.
You're playing the Vow?
I don't know. I ain't decided, but you know, I don't have to buy it, so it don't hurt to just hit the download button and try it out.
Well, that's one of the great things about
Yep,
Game Pass.
exactly. All right. So I'm gonna try it out.
That's one of
But I
the.
don't.
You can try before you buy.
Yep. So I'll try it out.
Or and that purchase comes in two form factors. You can try before you buy with your money, and you can try before you buy with your time.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? You can choose. You can play a game and choose how much time you want to read about. I still haven't started Indiana Jones. I went straight to Ninja Gaiden Black 2. I got to start Indiana Jones, and I started Call of Duty Black Ops 6 campaign. The campaign. I definitely want to finish that up, and I want to finish up. I want to start Indiana Jones, so I'm gonna try to probably get some time into Call of Duty on this weekend at least.
Mm-hmm.
Then Max City saying, I'm playing a Val. Let's go early.
Oh, he got the premium edition.
You got the early access, the premium. That's like $30, ain't it? To play early.
$30. It's crazy, bro.
See, we need another tier to Game Pass.
Why? So they can make it more expensive? What, the tier that gives you early access to all the games?
Yes. Yeah.
I don't need this subscription cost to go up again, bro.
Yeah, give me early, include early access.
But that is, I'm not gonna lie, that's not a bad thing. But you better have enough games coming out for you to really be able to take advantage of that every year.
Yeah,
Otherwise, it ain't worth it.
Yeah, that will be the thing. Well, on the cadence that they're on right now, shit, they should have the roster to do it. Along with a few other features. I might have to. I don't know if I'm spending that. You know what? I'm hesitant about. Well, $30 is not that much, and the reason why I'm kind of hesitant. The last Gears of War 4. Oh, Gears of War 4. First time I spent $100 on Gears.
Mm-hmm.
Early access. That was it. That's all we got. Was early access. Everything else was the same across.
Wow.
If I'm not mistaken,
that's crazy.
We paid that $100 for Gears 4, and in terms of content and things we have access to, it wasn't that different.
That can't be all you got access to, bro.
Bro, I'm telling you.
Bro, that's.
Somebody in the chat correct me if I'm wrong. With Gears of 4, you got that early access, and then all the content. Everybody had access to the same content.
Bro, that's shady. All right, they got over on y'all on that one.
He said, "I still have Game Pass, but I had to buy it a Val Platinum Edition. Spent that little 90, as you should, YB, as you should support the cause." You see. Yeah, I don't know. I might do that $30. I don't know. I'm not
doing it.
I'm not really the RPG fan though, but I'm gonna try it.
Yeah, Obsidian make really good RPGs, so I expect it to be good. Like I don't expect it to be bad because they make good RPGs. And as you can see, these dudes seem to. And right now, I think they're probably the most talented studio in gaming because they put out games that are different from each other. They put out Pentiment. They put this out. They're going to put out Avowed, Outer Worlds 2. I forget what other game they had, but they can put out different games, and all of them are decent.
Yeah. So then it's a stack year. Let me see here. It's a stack year, especially for Xbox, because there's things that's still coming that's for this year that's unannounced. So we'll see, man. We're gonna see
for Xbox first party.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep. and Phil kind of spoke to that. I think they still got stuff third party deals wise too that's coming to Xbox too as well. We'll see, man. But this show was I don't know what I don't even this show was huffily as hell. I don't like I said, there was some gems in here. I think people expected more from a first party perspective. I think
Yeah, because you don't show
PlayStation,
anything.
yeah, I think they're gonna drip feed their community. Look, here go a tease of a game from a studio you've been expecting. Still no Sony Santa Monica
Nope.
or what they're doing. I think they're supposed to be working on multiple projects. Do we get to see what they do this year at in June? That's why I say, do they hold all their cards to June? With all these release dates coming out, third party feeling comfortable with launching in August and September and the summer and things like that. Does that mean that GTA doesn't release this year? If third party developers are now comfortable with just bringing out release dates now?
I mean, I know GTA is coming out, but in terms of like many of those games had dates. Some of them games, the third party games specifically, had some dates. Some of them games were like, I just have a seat and wait, sweetheart. Some of them games had dates for wish lists. That's crazy. All right.
Yeah.
That was a little bit unbelievable. Like you told me a date that I could wish list the game in October. bruh.
Yeah.
Not pre-order, wish list. Come on, man. Sony digging deep in that third party bag right now. Like, hey, over there, like who has at least started a concept of a game? Can we put it in this show? Because when you show a games to wish list, it's what month are we in? February? 8 months from now. Come on, man. Come on. I don't know what type of deals they doing over there, but you ain't got that much to show when you got to put games in there and they show a date for wish list. Like that's crazy. Hold on.
This is
Bro,
wild.
now I know you've seen the game, the dude walking around with the assault rifle shooting bubbles or whatever he's doing, right?
Yeah.
That was a VR game. So I thought the point of VR was for you to play in the perspective, like the first person perspective. These dudes showed a PSVR game in third person. You might as well just pick up a controller and play
I'm
it.
surprised they showed the VR game. I'm surprised they showed the VR game because they haven't the VR2 thing is that shit's dead, man. I think the VR, the place to do VR is on PC.
Yeah.
That's where all the games are, and I think Sony kind of harmed themselves when they made it only exclusive to the PlayStation. And I know they're trying to say, hey, we got the best VR headset on the market, we feel, and we're going to force some of you VR players into our ecosystem. But nah.
VR just ain't for the, unless you Valve, it's not really for the AAA experience. That's not what gamers, in my opinion, are looking for it for. On PC, they're playing them weird games on VR. You know, they're not trying to play no real huge AAA experience. They trying to play some type of simulation on there. All right.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's mainly what randomly comes up across like my suggestions at times. Like if you go to YouTube gaming session, anything game I see in VR is something simulated of some type. It's not really AAA experiences outside of the Half-Life game that came out. But outside of that, it's just not much of it's not a major market on their console. And on PC, it's very niche.
That's crazy. And what's getting me is that shout out to my brother J Rock. He said being studio needed money. So instead of a new game, they go the typical PlayStation route.
Yep, remaster.
Bro, the fact that they wouldn't let them cook and said, we're going to let you cook, but you going to. And what did Yoshida came out and say?
Yep. Go and talk to him.
Please go buy those remasters because those remasters that you buy is going to help. Is going to help with the first party games that you want.
Now check out the timeline, right? Check out the timeline. Wasn't it rumored that they were working on a live service game?
Who? Yeah.
They were working on a live service game. It got canceled. So because they lost money, they didn't give you a remaster before. They gave you a remaster now. Bro, they are hemorrhaging over there. All right? They hemorrhaging. All right? Money's not looking good over there. It's not. It's not. That's not good. All right. People been looking for Days Gone 2. Didn't get that. They started on a live service game, got canceled, then they gave you a remaster. Not a remake. Remaster, which means it's the cheapest route they could go to get a game out to try to get some revenue and recoup the losses they lost on that live service game. It's crazy, bro. This is crazy.
So 3 developers from Firewalk Studios Concord have joined Halo Studios. Jason Shifter, senior matchmaking and system design, led Concord's multiplayer team and gameplay design for Apex Legends Mobile. Travis Treadway, senior VFX artist, created VFX for Concord and Destiny 2. And then Pamela P., senior product marketing manager, marketed Concord, Call of Duty, and Destiny. So it looks like the Halo studio is ramping up.
I'm not feeling that dude from the Apex Legends Mobile and Concord, bro, because both of them get flopped. Like Apex Legends came out, I don't even know how long. That joint is probably second behind the game that was out for the shortest and got taken offline because Apex Legends Mobile didn't last very long.
So they canceled their game. So they canceled the live service game from Days Gone and felt a remaster will be better than what they was working on.
What's that tell you, bro? And there's a remaster, which means this is like the quickest route to getting a game out. It's not a remake. You know what I'm saying? This we put out original assets, the ones we didn't have to scale down, you know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. Isn't regular Days Gone already on PC?
Yeah,
the original one?
So.
What are you releasing a remaster for? Bro, you just released that game. How long? When that game? Hold on. Let me look this up. What's that game called? Days Gone. Days Gone PC release. No, I want to know the PC release date.
I think it's on PC.
Yeah, I thought it was already on PC. Yes, it released on May 17th, 2021. Bro? And now you're putting a remaster on PC.
PS5 Pro and hey, it's PS5 Pro enhanced. Pisser, we're gonna piss over everything. Look,
at least it's just a $10 upgrade.
Hey, this is crazy. This is crazy,
bro. I've never seen this before, bro. Bro. I've never seen this before.
And people hopping in my comment section. Because I said that Lost Soul Aside wasn't announced for PS5 and PC at the beginning. It was not.
Yeah, wasn't that game was at the show before, or was it at Old Boy Summer what's it doing that? Or was it at Jeff Keighley's show the first time it was shown? I don't remember.
I think so, but I know it's been in development for a long ass time. And when it was originally announced, it was announced as a PlayStation exclusive.
Mm-hmm.
Because when the guy was working on it, he was working on it by himself in Unreal Engine. Then Epic and Sony, then Microsoft, Epic, Sony, and a couple of other publishers approached him. He chose Sony and Epic. He had a choice. He chose Sony and Epic.
Mm-hmm.
Then the game went dark, right? And so now it's day and date on PlayStation and PC. But I initially, when they initially shown it, it was PlayStation, not PS5, but it was PlayStation exclusive. Because when we first heard of this game, it was back in the Xbox One, PS4 era. Yeah, so this is and then what another crazy thing is, and I think this could kind of help Microsoft case. Apple TV app is on Android now. That's crazy. Apple
Really?
TV, yes, it today. So if you have an Android device, you could go in the store and download Apple TV and access all Apple TV content on the Android now. So that's wow, that's crazy. Apple, who's usually a company that likes to seclude things to their hardware platform, they tie all of their software things into their hardware specifically, so it can take advantage of or whatever they get. Who's usually exclusive everything.
Yep.
And now they're saying, look, even though I know it's more Androids in the world than iPhones, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yes, they are.
And even
iPhone is the most popular phone.
Right.
Android is the most popular OS.
And even though there's billions of iPhones on the market, Apple is saying, look, first they went to the other platforms like Prime and all of that. Now you could get it on your TV, your Roku device. So they went beyond the Apple TV box and the iPhone box.
Mm-hmm.
You even can get Apple TV through Prime. You know what I'm saying? You can you know what I'm saying? So now they're going to, we need to grow. We need to grow beyond that. So now they're going to Android devices, which is I can't say I never saw this coming, but this is very unexpected. You know what I'm saying?
Well, they did. They did already have Apple Music on Android devices.
Yeah,
doing it for a couple of years.
Yeah, they've been doing it for a couple of years, and because I remember at iTunes and iMusic and all that shit. I remember at one point iTunes was on. You can only get iTunes on a Mac device. You know what I'm saying? And then they made a PC version of the application.
Yep.
And so I'll say it like, hold on, what the hell is that? Okay. I would say it like, okay, I gotta fix my mouth. I would say that even Apple is kind of expanded beyond their base.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So
they were very quiet about it.
Yeah, very quiet.
Yeah.
But Microsoft is loud about it though.
Yeah. Well, that's also because Apple was never out here messaging exclusive. You just knew that was the only place you could get stuff.
Exactly.
And that was why it was very much easier for them to pivot and not say anything. Microsoft has to talk. Or maybe they don't have to talk because Sony don't really talk like that, you know. But they know they can absorb it. And Sony's going to be Sony is easing their fan base into the multi-plat thing, you know. It was with Horizon, Lego going to Nintendo Switch. Ain't been a lot of noise about it. They just showed the game, showed the platform. That was it. You know, they have just been easing in that direction.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see, man. But man, I expected more out of that because your fan base been starving for months on a state of play. Every month, a PlayStation Insider is saying, "Hey, this state of play is happening on this date and this date. It's a secret show coming up. It's a secret show coming up. And it doesn't happen And finally, when the state of play get announced, it's this. It's this. Is this the first half of the year? Oh, wow.
Well, you remember when they used to announce state of plays at least max a week in advance to 5 days in advance. They don't do that anymore. Then it was this was a day in advance. A lot of times they announced it on Tuesday, 2 days in advance. This thing was a 1 day.
They knew
in advance.
They knew. They knew they was approaching a midship. They knew they was pulling up in a midship. They did that shit on, and that was smart. You know why? If we announce this a week early, or if we announce this 2 days in advance, we know how our fan base is.
Yep.
With them hyping shit up.
Yep.
The hype meter is gonna go too high. You're gonna have all these type of rumors of what's gonna be at the show, which we did. People were saying Microsoft was gonna have 3 or 4 games at this show. They said Starfield was gonna be at this show. All types of shit. Yep. And so if you do it a day before, what can you hype in 24 hours?
Ain't much you can do.
Ain't much you can do in 24 hours. And I think that was a smart move because they kind of got ahead of all that shit. But man, they were that type of annihilations. Let me see. Shinobi looked good.
So I know you've seen that Sonic. We switching worlds in the middle of race and stuff. A little bit remind me of Ratchet and Clank.
No, I didn't see the Sonic. That was at the beginning.
Oh, so yes. No, it was after the Shinobi game. So it was right after that. They showed Sonic Racing. I think it was Sonic 2 Racing was the name of it. And in the gameplay, you're driving on, one stage, and then you go through a portal and you immediately end up in another one.
Mm-hmm.
Now I know that stuff like Ratchet and Clank, and it's probably not at the same speed. But the game is a current gen and last gen game. It's not a current gen game.
Okay, so if it's a Sonic game, it's on Xbox and PlayStation, right?
Yes, it is.
So you're saying the Xbox can have games where you're jumping through worlds, right? because we were specifically told that the Xbox SSD couldn't do it.
Exactly. But now we got a PS4 HD drive doing it.
But now a PS4, you know what, Play? You messy. You was messy.
You brought that mechanical hard drive doing it. Like,
you brought that shit up for a reason. You know what? You are evil, right? Leave them PlayStation dudes alone, man. They struggling right now, man. They trying to make a mountain out of a molehill with this state of play.
It's a molehill.
J-Dub is already on Twitter doing damage control right now, talking about this is the best state of play he's ever seen, and it's a 10 out of 10.
Bro,
you know what I'm saying?
I don't know how he does it, bro.
I don't know, man. This is it's crazy. It really is. Let me see here. And then let me see it. Look, let's see what the consensus on Twitter is. Let me see who capping. Let me see here. Let me see what the consensus are on Twitter. Jabari, let's go down the timeline. Let me make sure I don't have anything showing on here. Okay, we're gonna do that. I love my trackpad. Let me see here. Okay, I'm gonna go down. Let's share this here. I gotta make sure because I'll be showing shit I don't need to be showing sometimes. Let me see here. Okay, we're just gonna go down the Twitter timeline and see what things popping. Jabari say if you like the state of play, you are a fanboy. And shout out to Jay Barry because he been like when Jay Barry has to be real with PlayStation, he keep it real. Like he don't just fanboy to fanboy. And he's been voicing his discernment and his displeasure about PlayStation over the last couple of weeks, even leading up to this state play. So shout out to Jay Barry, man, for keeping it real. He said if you like the state of play, you are a fanboy. If you dislike it, you're real. Laugh out loud. If you dislike it, you do that on your timeline. Get the fuck out of mine with your bullshit. Most of y'all don't even play enough PlayStation to ever try to criticize what I like. Go for it yourself. So he's doing a little damage controlling too. I gotta see where. Let me see. I gotta see where he at. Let me see if I can go here. Shout out to Jay Barry, man. Jay Barry. Also, I want to say this. I gotta let me do this here. Persona gave it a 10 out of 10. These are the games I'm most excited to play. Saros, Hell is Us, Ties of Annihilation, Warriors of Abyss, Metal Gear Solid, Lost Soul Aside, Onimusha, Way of the Sword, Shinobi, Art of Vengeance, and Mine Eye. I seen Persona post. He gave it a 10 out of 10. Let me see here. Okay, so I think he's probably happy with it. Let me go back here. Okay, we got Nicola. Does PlayStation Studio not make games anymore? And so he brings up Naughty Dog game. He brings up House Marquee game. He brings up Insomniac Wolverine game, and then he brings up Ghosts of Yote. So my guess is the PlayStation lists are going to come back. Okay, y'all remember? We're gonna go back to list wars, and my guy Nick is doing it already. And so what he's saying is that he's pretty much saying, hey, they say PlayStation don't got no games, but look at these 4 titles.
Yep.
4 titles he had to piece together, right? He had to piece together. So he's saying, hey, we got Naughty Dogs, we got House Marquee, we have Wolverine, and we have Ghost of Yote. But you're not getting all those 4 IPs in 1 year. So now the list wars is for to come back.
Yep.
And you're gonna see these 4 games be hyped and used to combat against Xbox players saying they don't have games. Now, moving forward, all PlayStation dudes is going to bring up, oh, we got Insomniac, we got House Marquee game, Saros, we got Wolverine, we got even though House Marquee only showed you a CGI trailer, at the bottom of it says this is not gameplay.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Right? But these are the same people who clown Xbox community for doing the same thing. Hyping games where Microsoft only showed you the name of the game and CGI trailer footage of it. And they didn't. And they're doing the same thing right now because you know what? Their expectations for what Naughty Dog has put out, they think Naughty Dog game is going to be a 10 out of 10 off back. Even though House Marquee just announced this game, Nick don't even know what this game about. He ain't seen a motherfucking button press. He ain't seen a dialogue stick move. But now he's putting it in its thing like, now what if that game come out and it don't live up to expectations, right?
I seen a tweet from Kami, whatever that guy's name is.
Mm-hmm.
They called they called this studio a goated studio. I'm like,
exactly.
Come on, bro.
But see, let the Xbox players do that. Then what they say, a goated studio, they didn't even give you a release date and they ain't even show you no gameplay. Yep. All you got is a CGI trailer. How you know the game goated? You ain't seen nothing. But these niggas doing the same thing right now.
A goated studio from Resogun and Returnal, and Returnal ain't even sell that well.
Right. And are the media gonna start making articles about Sony showing games CGI trailer with no gameplay like they did about Xbox? Are the press gonna come out and start saying they're tired of these publishers and developers showing CGI trailer with no gameplay like they did with Xbox? Because that's what PlayStation been doing lately.
Nah, you ain't gonna see none of that, bro. That's not happening.
Yeah, y'all thought my console war. Oh Lord, I don't know. Hold on. I'm gonna have to scroll. I'm gonna have to scroll as fast as I can now. This is as fast as I can scroll. Oh Lord Jesus, help me, Jesus. My hand is just moving slow. I'm gonna keep going. I'm done. Okay. All right. I don't know how that got up in my feed.
How that got up there?
Hold
You
on.
know, it's algorithm based on what you look at, Post.
I don't know how that got in my feed. That's not an algorithm.
That's even worse if it's not an algorithm.
That has nothing to do with the algorithm. I don't know how that got up in my feed.
That means it's your follow list, then, but it's algorithm.
I don't know what that follow. Let me see who that person is. Let me see. Ooh,
Lord, just skip over it, bro. Stick to gaming.
I don't even follow this person. I don't know how to. Oh, Jesus.
Hey, don't call my lowest name, bro. Move on.
Okay, hold on. I don't even know how that got. Okay, we're just gonna keep on. I just got a little distracted there. My brother Gaz, shout out to Gaz, funny dude, man, hilarious, great content creator. PlayStation guys are just gassing up multi-plats and Xbox games at this point. This is the new PlayStation. Yes, they are. Jeff Kegley put out a. Oh Lord, he put out. Hey, you know what's funny about this? Jeff Kegley put out this this grading system for State of Play, and you know what's so funny? J-Rock is funny as hell because he screenshotted this after he made his choice, and that little check right there on D or below. So he's showing you the screenshot of him choosing his option D or below, grading the State of Play. That nigga J-Rock funny. That nigga J-Rock funny. But look at that. Look at the sentiments. B, C, D or below.
Bro, it's not good, bro.
It's not good. And you know what's funny about this? And I look at Jabari tweet saying, hey, if you like that State of Play, you a fanboy. If you don't like it, you're a real gamer. And I think that's him defending it. And the only thing I gotta say to Jay Barbie is that when Microsoft was doing these same shows where they were showing more multi-plat games than first-party games, y'all was clowning them.
Yep.
Y'all was shitting on Microsoft saying, hey, all they doing is showing games that's coming to the PlayStation. And very few first-party games. Now, what PlayStation is doing now? Majority of them games is coming to Xbox, besides the one that Sony have exclusivity to. So Sony just showed that award show is what y'all used to say Xbox inside Xbox shows used to be. Just shows for PlayStation and Nintendo. That's what that show was.
Yep.
And you can't get it mad at people because they're saying, hey, all they showing is multi-plat. When y'all was the same guys clowning Microsoft for showing multi-plat and maybe one exclusive in the show. Now Sony is doing that. Keep the same energy.
Yep.
Trey Bonus said, post up, instead of showing baby steps, they show octo steps.
Yep. Bro. They always have a section in their show where they show these weird little.
I gotta listen to that. Avery Wilson is an incredible singer. Y'all don't know who Avery Wilson is? Incredible vocalist. Insane. I'm gonna have to listen to that later. Let me bookmark that. Let me see here. That's the Drake show. My brother Dirk Griggity. Damn, now I see why PlayStation fanboys want Xbox games so bad. Got Kratos in 4K. What Kratos saying right here?
Where are all of these games? Where are all of these games? Where are all of these?
Oh, that's a good clip. Let me clip that. I might have to use that against. And then here go Ties of Annihilation. Master your. Now when I don't know. Now right here, see this right here.
It devoured it.
This what gave me that in when I was like, oh, this is Expedition 33.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought it was Expedition 33.
Yeah, and I guess we're gonna start seeing that type of art style and design a lot more because usually when I don't know, we'll see. Let me see here.
But the thing is, that was but Expedition 33 is just gameplay.
Yeah.
Theirs was not gameplay. Those are just cutscenes, the way that looked.
And look at Asta. Shout out to Asta. He said a bunch of new games announced for Xbox at State of Play. Thank you, Sony. Okay. Eli Mess pop up in my stuff too. Let me see here. I guess that's my brother J Dub 16 is missing. Apparently, the state of multiply has him hurt. Why did we need a PlayStation Pro again? Tony still, and then you're still getting games announced for the PS4 in that
Yep.
in that
Why?
thing.
Yeah.
You're still getting games announced for the PS4. Here we go. On Jack Move Johnny say, I don't like how y'all have made state of play and being underwhelmed or dog shit synonymous. I shouldn't have to lower my expectations solely based on whether they say showcase or not. Facts. Facts. And I think a lot of PlayStation dudes have used that as one of their coping mechanisms. They say, hey, it's a state of play. So the expectations of what they're going to show when is low. If it was a showcase, then you know it's going to be good. That's crazy. It don't matter if it's a state of play or a showcase. You should have high expectations. I understand with Jack Moon Johnny. Jack Moon Johnny is another guy who's been keeping it real in terms of PlayStation lately. In terms of his opinion, where they at in terms of the shit that they putting out or not putting out at this point. Look at Clute. Clute, man. Clute is a bot. He's an ex-bot. He say no Ghost of Yote, no Death Stranded 2, no God of War, no Bloodborne. I did hear people saying they expected the 60 frames per second version of Bloodborne to be shown today. No Marathon, bunch of remasters, bunch of multiplats, a single surprise in Saros. Rose game presentation I've watched in 4 years. Damn, they cooking. They're cooking. And then here go Persona. We seen that. Oh, Ninja Gaiden 2 Black is now available. New game plus update for the mode ability to hide projectile weapon adjustment and but I might have to go do my Master Ninja run.
Bro. Just look at the state of these two companies, man. Microsoft started purchasing studio. What was that? 2017, 2018? I think it was 17.
Mm-hmm.
They had the first 5 studios they purchased. They purchased Bethesda, get a publisher in all their studios. Purchase Activision, get a publisher in all their studios. All right, those first 5 studios, they took time. Hellblade 2's come out. Obsidian has released Grounded, Pentiment. They're getting ready to release the Outer Worlds 2. They're getting ready to put out Avowed tomorrow. Bro. All right, We Happy Few. Not We Happy Few. Compulsion Games. They about to release they had a preview come out for South of Midnight. And it's looking incredible. So
my brother Neo Game Spark Days Gone remastered. I ain't got a problem with this, but now that one dude from the studio won't shut the fuck up for another 6 months. Yeah, I had to get so Days Gone remaster was a better option than the live service game they were working on. That's the Halo Studio update. So I mean, we get it. I think what's happening here is that let me see. How would you rate the state of play? Let's see here. Look at J Dub. Look at this thing. Look at him. This brother gonna cap. He will do. Look, let me tell you something. He will cap. It don't matter. Look at him. Look at him. Look at that 10 out. Look, where? Where, Kratos? Look, crap game was 0, and that's generous. This show wasn't even needed. 5 or 6. Look at these 10. We know all of the 10s. We know where the 10s coming from. 3 out of 10.
You know the problem when you don't do a showcase. You haven't done a show. They haven't done a showcase in almost 2 years, maybe more. People are looking to your state of play like you need to show us something.
Yo, it's been that long.
It's been like 2 years. I think it's been 2 years. I don't remember the last time they did a showcase. They had like this state of play. If you notice, so most of their state of plays are what 20 minutes, something like that. But if you look at the presentation, their presentation is very similar to a showcase, just without the whole, let me show some blue balls that look like PlayStation themed and stuff between games. That's the only thing missing there. And you know what's? Hold on. I'm just realizing this. You know what that reminded me of?
Mm.
It reminds me of how they go to gameplay, then they show some stuff afterwards, like what platforms it's coming to a little more. That's like carbon copy rethemed of how Xbox has been doing their shows. It's exactly like that. Exactly like that. Small developers talk afterward. All of this, bro. This is the way Xbox been doing their shows the last couple years.
Yeah.
Quick, to the point, not a lot of time in between stuff. That's all. That's Xbox's template. That hasn't been Sony's template. The last time they did a showcase,
They kind of ran through it.
Yeah, they go through it and then they get to a spot where they pause for like 10, 15 seconds, to show you some nice little cool animation or whatever. Then they like this is, bro, they literally, in my opinion, copying my Xbox's template from their developer shows. And there's no reason why a show that showed 4 games for, I don't know, what was that, 20 minutes or so? I don't remember how long Xbox show was, 20 to 30 minutes?
Mm-hmm.
No reason why that show was better than this one when they had 40 minutes of time and showed all these games.
Yo. Look,
and
man.
And what was the difference? Gameplay and developer talk. Gameplay, bro. They in a bad state right now, bro. This is what it is. And when you don't have showcases, only thing that people have to look forward to are these state of plays. So they're going to have expectations because you had a good PS4 generation. You had a good last gen generation. You was having shows. You was showing games after game after game after game. As you know, your fans ate that narrative. That's what they expected from you. And what have you given them? Just state of play. That's what they've given you.
Yeah, buddy. This is and I think the community, I think they're defending it right now is because they assumed they was going to get a lot more than what they got today because they haven't seen a state of play in a while and they've been thirsty for one. I've seen on Twitter at some time where X that they have been begging PlayStation for a state of play or a showcase or anything. And then when they do one, it's this. My thing is that when Wolverine had been in development what 3 or 4 years before it got leaked.
Yeah, something like that.
Days Gone, live single player was in development what 2, 3, 4 years. All of these games been in development for years and years, for 3 or 4 years that you canceled. I know in House Marquee game been in development for years. Even Naughty Dog game. Why y'all not able to show nothing?
That game, what they said 2020 or 2021 for this new game, right?
Exactly.
2020.
So why not be able to? Why still hold on and not be able to show anything?
I don't know,
and
man.
do you see? Ain't no PlayStation dudes clowning Naughty Dog for spending an extreme amount of time in development.
Yep.
And then showing the game, and when you finally show it, it's CGI.
Yep. With a little bit of gameplay at the end.
Exactly. I don't know, man. I'm trying to see when was the last state of play showcase.
The last state of play was, I think, when they showed Yotai. I think that's the last one. That's the last. Yeah, that's the last one. No. I'm sorry. Excuse me. What did they show Yotai at the? No, Yotai and was Yotai shown at the Game Awards or was just Intergalactic showed at the Game Awards? It was just Intergalactic at the Game Awards.
Intergalactic.
So right. So then their state of play, I think, was September.
Let me see here. Let me ask Copilot. State play.
I believe it was September. And I think that's where they show Ghost.
Wait, was this a showcase?
No, it wasn't a showcase. It was just a state of play. I don't think it was a showcase. I don't mind if I'm wrong, but
It's coming up. PlayStation State of Play full showcase.
oh, that's just wording. If
No,
it's a
this
state
is
of play, it
wording.
ain't a show. If it's a state of play, it's not a showcase.
Let me see here.
State of Play 2004 state. (2024) is the one I'm looking for. Yeah, it was in September. It was in September, and that's when they
last
showed
year,
Ghosts.
right?
Yep, 2024, and that's when they showed Ghosts.
Okay.
Damn, my bad, y'all.
Oh, look at this nigga.
Oh man, I'm just shoveling snow, nigga, out here in the streets.
Oh, I ain't got snow, bro.
Oh, I forgot it's snowing like crazy in the city. Is a lot of snow out there?
It ain't a
I don't
lot,
think I have snow.
but
Let me look outside.
Yeah, it's
If
definitely
I got to
snowing.
go
in the
take
city.
different houses.
Nah, I just got.
You out there making snow bread?
Nah, nigga, I'm like, fucking provide.
Oh, you shoveling your properties?
I wish I was getting paid. Shit.
You shoveling your properties?
Yeah, 2 of them, and then you know.
Okay. All right. Say less, brother. Did you watch that showcase? State of Play.
Hold on, we ain't.
We live, brother. So we live. Be careful what you say, brother. That's why I shut the fuck up.
Have mercy.
That's why I shut the fuck up. It switched to what you thought about State of Play. I knew what the underplay for the underlay was when you said you know. I'm just saying, how you feel about the State of Play? Did you watch it? You know what's going on, brother? Oh, you going in and out?
Yeah, he just disappeared.
Yo.
Yeah, we get you now.
We can hear you now.
You a low down individual. You hear me?
Yeah,
I understand. Yeah, no, I don't think you hear me. I understand you lost that whole Drake debate, but you ain't had to do me like this, man. You
wait, hold on.
No, he didn't tell it. He didn't tell it. He ain't tell nobody. He just was on his own.
Live or nothing.
Hold on now. I specifically dropped the link in our DM. I dropped the link in our DM. I forget. I woke up. I took some medicine earlier. I had just woke up. The showcase had already started, and I'm like, and I was debating, and I only had a few seconds to debate. I'm like, let me just hop on because I told you I'm trying to get back in the rhythm of streaming to be consistent. So I say we need to do something. I don't just need. If I'm gonna sit here and watch it, I need to watch it while streaming, while I can have some money. And so I just went live. You know what I'm saying? Because I was gonna watch it. Because when I looked at it, it was already going. They was already showing, I think, Sonic or some shit was on the screen. And then I was like, you know what? Let me pull up StreamYard. Ain't no sense of wasting a good, some
content.
It's some content. It would have been unproductive for me to just sit there and watch that without streaming. So I just did the stream, and I put the
I'm talking about what I just said about them houses. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, my. So that's why I'm trying to move on, nigga. I am trying to move on, brother.
So Mello, what you think about that State of Play?
You know what? They did a great job, man. I'm got to slow clap them individuals.
A slow clap.
Man. Yeah, slow clap.
Okay,
man.
Explain this, brother. Explain this.
Man, the
break it down, brother.
The direction that they're going, they are going in such a green light. Man, that boat over there is selling. Do you hear me, brother?
It is
selling perfectly.
It is magnificent, brother.
You know, Jim Ryan, man, once again, shout out to Jim, man. I'm going to have to get your profile pick up again, man. We need an interview, brother. I don't know what Cancun island that you chilling on while you looking at these events. Drinks on me, brother. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to go ahead and give you a drink because the plan is planning. Do you hear me? The plan is planning.
Okay, he's planning.
They
Tell
planning.
me how great that showcase was.
A lot of indies. You know, I love me an indie game. I ain't going to hate on the indie. You know what I'm saying? Did I think it was 45 minutes worthy? It depends on who you talk to. You know,
No, we
I was
want to know
free.
from you, from not who you told. We want to know about Mello.
I say me personally, I could have cut that down to like maybe 5 minutes. You know what I'm saying? A little like fast. Like, you know, I would have cut everything off and just showed the last one. That whatever that Devil May Cry bootleg, I would have just showed that. And I would have doubled down on what I said at first and gave y'all a remaster of Days Gone. Skip having Days Gone 2, which the developers themselves said that they was ready to go and they had the concept and the story and everything green light for. Skip giving you that. I'm just gonna give you a remake of my mixtape and hope you enjoy it. So I would have cut it down to 5 minutes. Yeah, and maybe throw in a controller. You know, here's a custom, I don't know, butt controller. I don't care. Sony is doing what I thought they were going to do, which is a great idea. They have no sense of direction, and it shows. Once again, another failed promise. They said 2024 was lackluster, and they said 2025 they were going to come with that heat. And I failed to see the heat. It's lukewarm, baby. It's lukewarm over there. A lot of third party. A lot of third party. Man, a lot of third party.
Hey, I just look at it as one of them shows they used to clown.
Oh yeah, I was about to get to that because I was about to rub my fingers together. Like, man, you know, I remember Blue's Clues. They really took the playbook from Microsoft because I remember TV. We got anime series and TV shows pulling up. That was the last presentation that they did. And then now they doing indie. We support the indie deals. And anything in all their glory, no AAA, no Wolverine, no Last of Us update. Did they even mention Baby Steps? I don't think they even mentioned Baby Steps.
Nope. They mentioned Arwen's Journey or whatever that octopus game is.
A lot of CG. Pose, a lot of CG too.
No, wait, hold on. Play, you were right. The last PlayStation Code Showcase was 2 years ago.
Yeah, it was 2 years ago. Everything has been state of play since then.
Oh, it's a shame, you know.
You were right. I think someone said 2 years ago. I think they was like 2021, or maybe.
Yeah, I think it was 2021, but it just ain't but a full, technically. 2020. I don't remember, but it's been a minute. Everything's been state of play.
I'm just saying, you know, the good times is rolling over there. A lot of third party support, a lot. And it bags back to what you said at first, Post. Now, I can't give you, I give you a cookie on this one. I give you one cookie, not the whole pack. I just give you one cookie. You said something that you would have loved in the console aspect. You would have loved Phil Spencer, Matt Booty, and Sarah Bond to say, we cutting your water off. You ain't getting nothing outside of Call of Duty from us. And you wanted to see exactly how the landscape would have, you know, how the chips may have fallen in that situation. This would have been the perfect opportunity of kicking a person while they down.
I told you, we was just talking about that.
I will give you your cookie on that because not only last week you had a terrible presentation and your PlayStation Network was down for over 24 hours.
Yeah.
And all you can come up with and conjure up is saying for your people to say, hey, we'll give you 5 extra days on the backhand side. We're gonna give you some rollover minutes and a Krispy Kreme donut. You come out with this weak ass showcase. I mean, this great showcase. My bad. This great showcase. So I give it a 10 out of 10. I recommend. Yeah. The PS5 booster was boosting. The pissers was pissering.
Me and Play was just talking about that. It would have forced them to, in a year where they're trying to save money and find ways to gain profit, they would have been forced financially to rely and try to spend more money for third-party deals.
Yeah.
And that would have, I think that given it and you given what they're dealing with Bungie spending that $4 billion, I think they still paying that off. That isn't off the books yet. And then all the shit that they're dealing with right now, I think it would have put them in a very vulnerable position.
Concord incident, yeah,
With Concord and all them cutting 7 to
Live
10
services,
games, closed
yeah.
studio. It just would apply a lot of pressure onto Sony. And then and from that perspective, I'm thinking, then you go in with the marketing for Game Pass and all the Call of Duties and shit like that, and you press the gaming community to say, hey, Sony right now is in a position where they're trying to figure it out now. But if you want the motherfucking games, come over here to Game Pass or Xbox. We got all you want. We got whatever. You know what I'm saying? And I think
I give you that.
I think this was a missed opportunity. And the more I see this of what's taking place with Sony, the more it pisses me off that they gave up so quick. You know what I'm saying? They gave up so quick, but man,
I think it's more of a mental gymnastics situation. Like I get it. Like I said, console war aspect wise, I agree 1,000% fully. Kill, belt to ass Kendrick Lamar, this nigga right now. Like, get him up out of here, put him in the graveyard. I agree fully. But on the money aspect, the hustle aspect of it, I think it's a long play because once them games get over there and they start to notice that the Microsoft games, they got a nice, good variety of games that they are enjoying and spending their time on, I think they're going to try to sway the audience that way. Like, see, your media biasness had made you miss out on some great games, and you got to pay more for them. But you got to pay more for them. Exactly. So I think this kind of like a little bit of the long game type of situation. I could be wrong. You know what I'm saying? I'm down to be wrong, but it's a mental gymnastics that's being played right now. I can't say that much. It definitely is. Because there's a reason why Microsoft gave all of those games, and they considering throwing more games over there. And you gonna tell me that y'all didn't make a deal to offer any other games from PlayStation to come over to Microsoft? Even though I don't want them shits, but I'm saying you should at least leave with something. I know 70% is good, what you leaving with, but I would have preferred you to leave with something else too.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
We'll see.
Yeah.
They in trouble. Right? They in trouble. And Microsoft out here pulling the Apple, giving money to them so they stay afloat at this moment.
You seen what Apple just did, Rose?
Yeah, Poster brought it up that they put Apple TV on Android.
Oh, I don't know about that. I'm talking about they was forcing people to upgrade their phones. They said you better upgrade to that iPhone 8.3.1 or else. I'm like, excuse me?
Or else what? What they mean or else?
Or else your information is liable to get hacked and breached and the fear-monger tactic.
Yeah.
But yeah, I ain't never heard Apple say that to their customers, that you better go update. Like, what? Who is you?
That usually if they doing that, they found the vulnerability.
Yeah.
You gotta understand, they pay people to hack
they got
iPhone.
They got a good bug bounty program.
Yeah, that bug bounty. I'm talking about you could get up to 200,000, $1 million, nigga.
Yeah.
Depending on what bug or vulnerability that you find or exploit that you find. So yeah. I remember when I first saw that bug bounty program and I saw them numbers on what they pay, I say, damn, I wish I knew how to hack some shit, bro. Man,
ain't you in cybersecurity?
Man,
no, don't do that. Don't do that because you have announced it on Twitter. So I ain't trying to hear that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Okay, well, we just gonna skip over that, brother.
Thank you.
I'm gonna tell you right now. Find a colleague. Ask them how to get into it because I'm pretty sure somebody knows.
Thank you, brother.
You're welcome, brother. All right, we're moving on. So back to this state of play.
reason why I said that, nigga. You know what I'm telling everybody. I feel like Mello right now.
Hold on. You
I
couldn't-
feel like Mello
So
right now.
wait. I didn't post that stuff on Twitter, all right? It wasn't me.
That ain't even the point, my brother. I feel like Mello. You done put me up there. You done put me on that Summer Jam screens.
Well, you know what? I'm gonna take you off the Summer Jam screen, bro. Right? Sony,
Yeah, but they bug bounty is crazy. I think Microsoft got the same thing.
they got it too. Yeah, they do.
Yeah, they pay a lot for that shit. But you think motherfuckers ain't sitting around trying to get 200,000? All they gotta do is find one exploitation, and then depending on how bad the exploitation is, you can get up to 1 million.
I know cat because when I was trying to get into it, I knew I was following some of these cats on Twitter. And these dudes are making $750K a year.
Yeah.
In bug bounties.
Yep. Definitely. Yep. Thank you for that, Mello. I'm updating my
I'm doing it right now.
my
As we
iPad,
speak.
my iPad, and my iPhone. And yep, right there. Let me do that. Oh, it's 8.3.1. Okay. I wonder what they ain't gonna tell you. They'll never tell you what it is, though.
Absolutely not.
Oh, nah. Do that.
They'll never tell you. All they say, look, it's imperative that you update, and then you be like, well, I got to update. Y'all trying to trick me. Nah, they ain't trying to get none of them hackers. No. You get some hackers just a little inkling of what it could, and they will go who, and they will know.
They'll know where to look.
They'll know where to look.
If you miss something, it might still be there.
It might still be there. And one thing I know about hackers, they is good at retracing footprints and steps to get access to things. Breaking things. Let me see here. So Apple doing the Sony way of security. Look at all companies do that. Trey, I think I don't know if Sony got a bug about it, but I think a lot of major corporations, I know, like
Facebook, Instagram,
they got bug bounties.
Yeah, they all do it. Sometimes they do an official one on their website, or sometimes they do it through a third-party vendor.
Let me see here.
But they all got them. Twitter, all of them got them.
Let me see here. That was a group. That was a group. Let me check. Let me see here.
Like if you look up HackerOne, they're pretty much a bug bounty third-party platform. And they partner with a lot of companies. Like it's several of them out there. There's one. All right, I can't remember the name off the top of my head. These dudes specialize in 0 days. All right, that's what they're looking for. All right. And you don't know who their clients are. They won't tell you who their clients are.
That was this. Let me see, and this is allegedly that I'm saying this. So as I say this, it's I'm speaking from a hypothetical experience. It's allegedly. Now, if you're in the audio world and you do a lot of recording or engineering and things like that, you know that plugins can get really expensive, extremely expensive. One plugin can cost you anywhere from, depending on the plugin, from $25 all the way up to $400, $500. And then plugin bundles and packs can be up to $2,000, $3,000, and depending on how many plugins and what plugins are in that bundle. Back in the day, it was this specific hacker group. I need to let me see here. Let me see here. Let me see here. It was a group back in the day. And I'm trying to remember their name. But I'm telling you, they were good. Every iteration of Pro Tools that came out, every iteration of plugins that came out, they was on it. They say, hey, here's this free plugin, And they will put in there, and it was so crazy that they will have their own installers of these plugins, and they'll tell you at the beginning of that installer, say, "Hey, we don't condone." Pretty much saying we don't condone accessing these plugins without supporting the people who make those plugins. So we're going to give you access to this plugins without the ability to purchase it, but please go purchase it, or you know what I'm saying, which I always thought was weird. But these guys was good. I mean, they had everything. And back in the day, if you couldn't afford a $200, $300, $400 plug-in, and you was on Pirate Bay with a couple of other websites that allow you to get access to these plugins, then that's where you were. If you couldn't afford them, you was pretty much using hacked plugins. Avid Pro Tools, Avid, which is DigiDesign, the creators of Pro Tools, which at that time was the industry standard for creating music. I don't think it is now, but at that time it was the industry standard for creating music. And I remember who was that? Waves. If anybody know about Waves plugin, back at that time was the industry standard too. And Waves plugins were extremely expensive. You're talking about $150, $200 per plugin. You're talking about their diamond bundle was probably around $2,000 or $3,000. Some plugin package could get up to $8,000, $7,000, $10,000 worth of plugins. Waves did start sending people out to studios, industry studios. I'm talking about the studios that from the same studios that create some of your biggest songs in the industry that you listen to. They started sending people out low key undercover to studios around the world to see how many people had brought these plugins, and then how many people was pirating them.
Mm-hmm.
And more than half, if not damn near 70-80% of the studios that they went to, all of them was using pirated plugins. All of them. And
is it
now you
called SSL?
Huh?
SSL?
No, this group is not SSL. SSL is a SSL is a company. They do create SSL is famous for their boards, their engineer boards that you mix on, the big ones. But they have now converted those type of that power that you got from the boards. They create plugins now. But they found out that majority of all the studios they went to, motherfuckers was using hack plugins, pirated plugins. So that's why it's a big transition now from companies where you can still purchase plugins separately, but now you got these subscription models, and you got all these different kind of security features and things like that with plugins now that they move from, because you used to be able to download a plugin and install it offline. Once they started seeing that people start pirating and it was really more out of control than what they thought it was and how much money they was losing, then they start moving to security features where in order to install this plugin, you have to be online. You have to have an internet connection. That internet connection is constantly monitoring your licenses, and checking your licenses folder to see what's there. Is it something there that doesn't supposed to be there? And then people start getting around that because you still have the ability to do a offline authorization. And what you'll do is, in some cases, I don't know. I don't know this. You know, I just talked to somebody.
I know it.
Look,
I know how it works.
So
I bet, nigga, I bet.
You use offline authorization. So they say, hey, before you install this what's the name? Disconnect your computer from the internet and force that. In some cases, sometimes you had to force that software to do an offline authorization because some software at the time didn't give you the ability to do offline or to choose it. You had to kind of force it to. But now you can choose if you got the key or anything like that. You can choose whether you want to authorize from a server or whether you want to do an offline authorization and just use whatever key you have. But yeah, I need to find out what that group is because Pro Tools they hired that whole hacker team. They employed the whole hacker team, and they used that hacker team to strengthen their infrastructure in terms of their software because Pro Tools was getting pirated left and right because it was fucking it's expensive now. They want you to pay $300 a year for Pro Tools Studios. The subscription, the yearly subscription is $300 a year. If you want the perpetual version of that software, it's $600.
That's the same thing with
For a
Adobe.
one-time purchase.
Adobe Photoshop. They went to the subscription base, and people still pirating it and stuff like that. But you know, yeah.
Man, bro.
It's like, who you think finna pay them prices for that type of work? That's crazy. But that was the way they was gatekeeping it too. So only music producers and companies could pay for it. That was the real reason.
Yep. Tell you something, man. Look at play. Hey, play.
Yo, what's up?
You be hacking shit, brother?
Hello. Time to go.
Look, he got
Listen,
real
bro,
quiet.
listen, bro,
He
listen,
got real quiet.
Listen. I have done bug bounties before, not successfully.
Oh, you got it. Yeah.
So I've never done anything illegal. That much I can tell you.
Okay.
But I've done some few bug bounties before, you know. I know a little bit more information than I probably should regarding, you know, how Wi-Fi works and how, you know, insecure a lot of Wi-Fi networks are, or not Wi-Fi in general. So
Yeah, Wi-Fi is man, bro.
like I give you an example. I'm not gonna tell nobody how to do this, but I did it on my network, which I'm allowed to do legally. I've never done it on anybody else's network. But if you have a laptop with a wireless network card in it, you can ping. Now, I don't know if this has been patched or not. I can come by your house, not be connected to your Wi-Fi, and ping your Wi-Fi, get the MAC addresses of every device that's connected to your Wi-Fi without being on it. And then once I have the MAC address, I can decide if I want to shut off your internet access. I can decide if I want to cut off your internet access or everybody's internet access that's on your Wi-Fi without being connected on it.
Yep.
So yeah, it's pretty
Anonymous says, "Yo, post up. Do you like any of the Mortal Kombat games, my G?" You know what? I haven't even played the latest Mortal Kombat games. Hold on, let me mute this brother Mello. This brother is shoveling the hell out of that snow. Hold
my bad. Hold on. I'll mute myself. Hold on.
I haven't played any of the latest Mortal Kombat games. Not the new one is out. I got access to them now because I think a few weeks ago I started game sharing with my my homie. And so he got all that shit. That nigga buy everything. He like, and I had totally forgot about game sharing. He's like, man, you can just game share with me. I got everything. So I got the latest Mortal Kombat in it. I just haven't downloaded and played. Now, if you want to talk about Mortal Kombat and you want to talk about fighting games, play. What is your thoughts on the latest Mortal Kombat?
Mine? I hate NRS games because I don't like their engine. So every time Mortal Kombat or Injustice comes out, pretty much starts like this. Game comes out and the zoners are always overpowered. We talking like whoever got these projectiles, they literally can just, you know, spam these projectile moves from full screen, and you spin what is it, 99? I don't remember how long the round timer is. You spend over half of it trying to, if you don't have a zoner, you spend over half of it trying to work your way to get close enough to hit somebody, and they could just zone you out. And the meter gain is too much because, as you know, as you're blocking, they're gaining meter, and once they gain a certain amount of meter, they have a more like an enhanced move of that where they'll like shoot an extra one or something, and it'll cause more blocks done, and they can just literally just keep backing up and zoning you out for like half the match. You know, that's how all their games tend to start out. Secondly, reason I don't like them is they just move too slow. Like, there's something called frame data in fighting games.
Explain
And
frame data.
frame data pretty much is how long it takes them like things to happen in the game. So like a back dash, front dash, anything, right? Punch, low kick, medium kick, high kick, any of that stuff.
Okay.
Those things have things what's called startup frame and active frame. So a startup frame is how long it takes the move to animate before it actually becomes active. And active means when it actually it's the frame in which it actually can hit an opponent.
Okay.
So if a move has four startup frames, that means it takes 4/60 of a second to come out before it can hit you.
Before it can hit you.
Right. Once it hits you, that's when it becomes active. Now, when it
Okay.
hits you, if you block, so not only do they have startup frames, they also have like what's called plus or minus on block or plus or minus on hit. So
Okay.
if a move hits an opponent and they're blocking it, that move might be -3 on block, -4 on block. So that's like Street Fighter, right? Tekken may have a little more, maybe -8, -9. Like I think in Tekken, like -7 on block is safe. Meaning that if I hit you with a move and you block it, I have enough time to block before you hit me with your move. But if a move is negative on block, that means when I hit you, my recovery time from that animation coming back and me being able to block afterwards is too long, and you can throw out a move that's faster than the negative frame. So take for example, right? I hit you with a move that has 4 frames startup. And when you block it, it's negative, let's say it's -7 on block, right? That means if I have any moves in my move set that have a startup frame less than 7 frames, I'm going to hit you with it, given if the distance is right. So that's why sometimes you can put out a move that's negative on block that you normally get punished for. But if you space the move out, even though it's negative, their fastest move might not have the length to hit you. So it's like got a lot of little mental games. So that's pretty much kind of like fighting games in a nutshell, right?
Wait. Hold on.
Yeah.
You mean to tell me that at these fighter tournaments, that these top level fighters are processing all of that data?
Yes, they are. They definitely are. They have studied the matchup, so they know what moves you put out are negative on block, was positive on block, was neutral on block. They also know in what situations. So, like for example, let's say I knock you down, right? Let's say I knock you down, and you got to get up. The same move that, let's say you're standing and block, and I hit you with the move and you block it, right? And normally it's so negative I can't do a follow up. Well, there's something called, like, when you're getting up off the ground, there's a certain amount of frames that take. And remember, I told you a move has active frames.
Okay.
So if I hit you with the same move that's normally negative on block, but you're waking up and I hit you on the last active frame of it, that move that was negative on block, -7, mine now might only be -2. In some cases, it can be +2, which means if I'm plus on block, I can hit a button. If we both press a button at the same time and my move is plus on block, mine is going to come out before yours. Given my startup frame for that move are not longer than yours.
So now I
yes.
know why when a motherfucker getting their ass whooped in a fighting game and they say, I pressed that button before him.
Yep.
And how did they hit me?
That's why. They either hit a move
Wow.
faster than you, or y'all might have had the same moves that have the same amount of startup frames, but because they were negative on block, yours is going to come out first.
Oh, it all makes sense. And,
Yes.
and so they're processing all of that. That's why people, okay, now I understand fight tournaments now. Because it's more technical than us just seeing them. The mental gymnastics that they're dealing with is way more complex than them just sitting there.
Doing combos.
Doing combos. You assume a person from the outside and looking in that don't understand none of anything you just explained. They just see two individuals there, sitting there, just fighting and blocking it. But what you just explained, it's a way deeper.
Yeah, it's way deeper.
It's a way deeper war that's going on. It's a mathematical war going on.
So every move you put out has recovery frame. So let's say the same move I hit you with that was -7 on block. Let's just say I miss. Like I try to hit you with it and I don't hit you at all because you're too far spaced out. Well, that move takes time to recover. So it has recovery frames also. So the move might take 4 frames to come out. It might take 5 frames to recover back to the normal state. Well, in that window, when I throw that punch out there, the characters have what's called a hurt box. So normally, if I'm just standing there and I'm not hitting the button, my hurt box is really normal, right? But if I throw a punch out there, that extends my hurt box because now I have a limb that's further out. So if you have spaced me, you notice I'm doing this button that has long recovery frames. And that's why you see, if you watch a fighting game tournament, they're going back and forth in this range. They're trying to bait out a move that has a long recovery frame, because if they do, they can do what's called whiff punish you. So when you whiff a move, you have extended your hurt box. And if I have stepped out of that range for it to hit me, but because your hurt box is extended, I can now do another move that normally wouldn't hit you at that range, but because you've extended your body, so to speak, now I can hit you and get a full punish on you. And now put you into this get up state, and now you got to guess. You got to guess, am I going to throw you?
You know who a perfect character is? From Street Fighter.
Who?
Dalma, Yoga Flame.
He's not actually, you know, the thing about most of his moves are negative.
He got a long recovery.
Yes.
But in terms of when you hit when his arms stretch across the screen and how long it takes to get back to him. Yeah, that's what I mean. That's when, as you're explaining this, I'm thinking of
exactly.
I'm thinking of that character because he I can remember how slow his movements are.
Yes. And that's why his moves are negative, because they go so far. And the way to play the matchup is,
I'm about to ask you a quick question.
Yeah, go ahead.
So is that the reason why they remove certain players, or they say certain people you can't play in these tournaments because of that situation? Because they might have an advantage, or no?
No, that's not why. So normally, they normally have done something, like something to get them disqualified, right? It's normally not the character. Now, let's say a tournament's coming up this weekend, and I just released a new character on Monday. They're not going to allow that character in the tournament because nobody knows the matchup. There's not been enough time for people to actually study the matchup, and whoever decides to main that character is just going to have an advantage because of lack of knowledge. So most of the time, you don't see players disallowed unless they've broken some rule. And normally the rule is not tied to their gameplay. Normally tied to something else, like, oh, they played in an official tournament that they hosted. You're not allowed to do stuff like that.
Yeah.
So those types of things.
Okay.
So like Dal Sim, for example, the way that if he gets you, his advantage.
I said Dalma. It was Dal Sim. You know, I ain't played Street Fighter.
His advantage is to keep you full screen because he has the long moves, right?
Right.
He does not want to get knocked down because he doesn't have any wake up reversals.
Nope.
Outside of like if he has super meter. But if he doesn't have super meter, there's nothing he can do if he gets knocked down. He just has to wake up and block, or wake up and backdash, or wake up and jump. He cannot hit you with an attack and reverse her.
While getting up.
So he has to. So the thing is, you're playing Dhalsim at this long range. You're trying to get in, and to get in, you probably got to block a lot. You're probably going to lose some health. Like some players, they will lose health because
to get close to him.
Yes, because the pushback when you get hit is short. Is not as much distance as the pushback when you get blocked. So if you block a move, it might push you back further than if you get hit by him. So sometimes they're willing to lose health, enough health to get in on Dhalsim, because once you get in on Dhalsim, he has a hard time getting you off of him. He has to guess.
Right. And I used to see, because I used to see people kind of jump block into him, like, especially with the angles of his punches, they'll jump. Because I know with Street Fighter, the pat, pat, pat. But even though you block, it still allows you to move forward. So I used to see people that kind of jump and then block as they coming down to try to get close, to try to get close to him.
And they're not throwing out a move because the move extends your hurt box in the air. So you try to stay out of the range that maybe you can get him to whiff. Like it's pretty much a mind game. How can I, close the distance on him? But the whiff punishing is when you throw out a move that has too long of recovery. I stepped out the range, but the move I now throw out is faster than your recovery frames, and I can whiff punish you into a full combo.
Yo, this is, now that you explain all of this, I have a much more appreciation for fighter tournaments.
Yeah.
Because now I know there's a chess game going on.
Yes.
That's way more complex than just them sitting there putting buttons combinations together.
Yes, that's the chess game they're playing. At high level, they're trying to get you to make a mistake where you can be opened up. Combos are not their concern. Their concern is it's called neutral. Neutral is when nobody else has an advantage. Which one of us knows how to play neutral the best to get in? Which one of us can space you out properly to get you to hit a button that I have been counting on for you to hit so that I can get you knocked down? Because if I can get you knocked down, that means I now have advantage frames because you've got knocked down to get up. I can dash in. Now I have a timing thing, and they work on that. If I do a certain combo, there's something called Oki, and Oki is when I put you in a knockdown state, and I have ways to like frame kill, and frame kill is a more so advanced concept, but it's not hard to understand. Let's say it takes you 15 frames to come up, right? 15 total, right? 15 frames for you to get up. If my dash forward is 8 frames, that means I have 7 frames left there, right? So I can dash forward and try to walk up in time when you get up, or I can do an 8 frame dash forward and then do a move that's 7 frames right after that. Now I know 8 plus 7 is 15. I have pretty much equated your 15 frames to get up. So now I know for a fact that my next move that comes out, you have to either block it, you have to guess if I'm going to throw you, or you have to back that. You got to figure out what you're going to do on defense.
Wow.
So that's like frame. So if you ever see someone dash up and they're like hitting punches while the person is on the ground getting up and it's not connected, they are frame killing. They're doing that so that they maintain their proper timing, so that once they have fully recovered getting up, they know for a fact their next move that they decide to do, the timing is going to be perfect.
Man, y'all hit the like button. Y'all getting an educational course. And see, I didn't know all of this. Because I played fighting games back in the day. I know Anonymous asked me about I was there when Mortal Kombat first came out in the arcades. I was there. I seen how packed the arcade. I've seen when Tekken first hit the arcade. We was in those rooms when those arcade cabinets first came out, and the arcades were packed.
Yeah.
They were packed. And everything that Play is experiencing now, back then when I was a youngin', the older guys that we was watching playing, that's what they was doing in the arcades. Yeah. That's the type of battles they was having in the and we just sitting there like, oh, watching moves and that. This I'm understanding now. These was the wars being fought in those arcade rooms that when I was young, I didn't have no understanding what's going on. I just knew you assume, he just know all the moves on the playlist. And
it's not just that.
As you're explaining this, I'm like, nah, it's bigger than that. So now when I've seen like fighter tournaments and I've seen like clips of where the crowd will go insane over a certain move, and I'm just looking at that, they're like, what's special about it?
Exactly. Yep.
And now I understand it, like how he get that off with the frames he had left over, or that that's
right.
I can appreciate it more.
So there's like a clip of Daigo, because it's called it's a move called a dragon uppercut, right?
Mm-hmm.
You've probably seen Ryu and Ken when they do Shoryuken.
Yeah. All right, let me get this. Bay Area with the $5. What up, Xbox fam? The state of ass was straight ass. Hey, Bay Area, hold on, Bay. I thought you was talking about state of gaming for a minute. Hey, we might. I thought you was.
So
hold on, play. I thought you was talking about state of gaming for a minute. I had to read that. No. Hold on, play. I'm doing a super chat. Bay Area, I thought you was talking about state of gaming.
Man,
you say the state of ass. He say the state of ass was straight ass. I had to. I say, oh no, he talking about state of play. No God of War, Starfield, Halo, Forza, Hellblade 2. Ponies is hurting right now. I'm loving it. And then we have, let's see here. Master Sif 40 with the $2. Great breakdown of the fighting game systems. Yeah, this is incredible. Go ahead, play finish.
Yeah, so let's just use these, sweetheart. So if there is a clip of Daigo Umehara, right, who's like,
I don't know who
he's probably the most, that's great. He's probably the most famous fighting game player of all time. But so there is a clip of him. I don't remember what game it is. I think it's Street Fighter 4. He's in a high level match, right? And he's walking up to somebody. They're both in neutral. Remember what I said what neutral was, right?
Right.
They're both in neutral. Is that Bello outside?
Yeah, I got it.
So they're both in neutral, right? And so he's just walking forward. Now here's the thing. When anybody in the crowd sees a player just walk forward in neutral and not stop, we're automatically hyped. Automatically hyped, because these dudes play at a level where you don't do stuff like that. You do stuff like that, you normally get punished. Right. So that means you are so mentally into this joint, you know that I can just walk up and this person is not going to hit a button, right? So Daigo, there's a time he was in a match, in like a high level match where like stuff was at stake. He walked up, right? And the guy, he's going back and forth because he's not expecting Daigo to just walk into that range and, just keep going. He walks up to him. The guy finally realizes he's not going to stop for it. He tries to hit a button, and just when he does that, Daigo does a Shoryuken. And crowd went crazy, because you talk about high risk. If you do a Shoryuken and that gets blocked, you got to come in the air, you got to come down. That thing's like -1 million on block.
So you're vulnerable.
You are 100% vulnerable if you miss that. So this dude, Daigo, walked up on the guy, all right, and the dude starts to hit a button, and he does the dragon punch immediately to intercept it. Crowd goes crazy because they understand that's a high-risk move, but for him to just know, I'm just going to do this, and this dude going to hit a button right here, you got to be real into the game to do something crazy like that. Like, nobody does things like that, because if you miss, you're going to eat 30, 40, 50% damage depending on how much meter they got. You're eating a full punish combo if you miss that move. So that's why I think so. I think at the end of this month, what's it called? Capcom Cup is coming up. All right, and this is pretty much the season championship, pretty much for the Capcom Pro Tour for Street Fighter 6. Take some time, watch some high level matches. They will have them. They will have VODs all on YouTube on the official channel. I can send you links for it, and you will see the back and forth, the frame killing into certain moves, the timing. You will see people having to guess on wake up. You're going to see some people guess right on wake up and put the other player in a full punish. Like, you're going to see all of that stuff, right? And like if you ever start playing fighting games, this is how you. So like if you know the frame data, then you can, because all the moves, like if you go into training mode, they have what's in training mode. You can turn frame data on. You can make the CPU opponent, the dummy opponent, just sit there and block every move. So you literally could just walk up to him, hit every button and the frame data will pop up on the screen. It'll say -4, +2, -5, -1, depending on the move you do. So oh, that move is +4. I know then if this dude's waking up and I do this move, and he blocks it, I still have an advantage. It's still my turn. I can hit another button here. I can do what's called apply block strings here, because some moves allow you to do one move after another, and the person has to hold that, right? So now if I hit let's say I do a medium punch. Let's say my medium punch is +3, right? And it takes 3 frames to come out. No, let's say it's +4. It takes 3 frames to come out. So once I get up on you, I do medium punch. You block it, I'm +4. You got to hold it. I do medium punch again. You block it, I'm +4. But now because of the pushback, I'm a little bit further away from you. So I do that twice. Now remember, the move is +4, right? I do a move now that's 5 frames. That's longer than 4, right? But but you do a move that's 4 frames exactly. But because I'm +4 and you have to wait for your move to come out, our moves will trade, because I did a move that's +5. I was +4 on block. You did a move that's exactly 4 frames. But because I did a heavy punch and you did a medium punch, if we trade and we both hit each other, my move has more hit stun than yours. So I still might be able to get a full combo off you, even though we traded blows. That's because of frame data.
That's crazy.
Right. So they know what the advantage is on hit, the advantage is on block.
You know what I'm thinking about as you say this shit?
What?
How much information you have to be able to retain on each character.
Yes. You got to know matchup, and then you got to know the way the player plays them. Because, for example, that +4 move I was talking to you about, right? Well, let's just say it's +4, right? So you hold it. You know I can't hit a button after this, right? And let's say I decide to do a move that takes 7 frames to come out. So I'm +4. I do a move. That means I have at least 3 frames to play with, but the move takes 7. But you got a move that takes only 3 frames to come out. So you actually got an advantage there. If you knew I was going to throw out the heavy punch afterwards. But because you don't know that, and you know I'm +4 and you have to hold it, I can then decide to what's called steal turns. I can, okay, I set you up, you block the medium punch, you know that's a string, boom. The next time I make you block the medium punch, and instead of throwing a medium punch out, I throw out a move that takes 9 frames to come out. That's more than the 4 frames advantage I have. But because you know I'm at advantage, you don't expect it. So now I've thrown out a move I was not allowed to throw out.
So it was a bait.
It was, yeah, exactly. Then they have what's called frame traps. And frame traps is when I throw out a move that's plus, I throw out another move that takes longer to come out, but it has enough advantage either up close or spaced out that if you try to hit a move afterwards, you have now been counter hit. And counter advantage has more advantage than on plus regular hit.
Wait. Hold on, but you gotta hold up now. This shit is getting real complex.
Yes, it's like
this shit is fucking. And the average person be like, "It's just a fucking fighting game."
Yep.
This shit, look, you're talking about terminology and shit I've never heard before. I didn't even know this shit exists in fighting games.
Yeah.
Because most casual players, you're just there for the enjoyment. But this, I'm thinking in this, I'm looking at this as this. Certain fighting games be having like 10, 12 characters. You mean to tell me all of these high profile level players
They know
They
every
know
last
all this
every
information
all
on
this information, all these characters.
on all 12 or 10 characters.
They put the time in training mode and they sit there and go through it like there's a Japanese guy. He does probably most of the streams that probably takes the longest. Every time a character goes out, he goes into training mode. And he puts the dummy on block, and a lot of players do this, but this guy just kind of streams it. And he sits there and hits every single button that he has to see, okay, of the new character. He wants to see what the advantage and disadvantages of every single button, every single special move, every single enhanced special move, and what the supers and stuff look like so they can get used to punishing it. Then after that, you can set the training dummy to do something like this. After the training dummy hit once, like on block, it can do an action. So now I want to know what's your fastest move to come out after on block. So I make you do, let's say, standing light punch on, make the dummy do standing light punch on after block. So I hit it with a move, he immediately throws a standing light punch out. So now what I'm trying to find out is if I hit him on block, what move can I use to frame trap his fastest move? Because if I frame trap his fastest move, I get a counter hit. Now, what counter hit means, let's just say it's not a counter hit, right? I just hit you with a normal medium punch and it's +4, right? But okay, let me back up. My medium punch takes 4 frames to come out, and I hit you on a regular hit, it's +3. That means I cannot hit you with another medium punch because if it's +3, medium punch takes +4. I mean, it's +4. I'm not going to be able to get a combo that way. That's why when you see a combo, it means they did moves that allowed for there to be enough frame time in that advantage. That's why you see a combo meter come out. The reason you don't, if you do a move, if you do a certain set of moves and you don't see the combo count go up, it means your timing is off, or you did one move that takes the frame time it takes for it to come out is longer than the plus frames you have. So if I'm +4 and I take a move that's +5, that's not going to combo because it takes 5 frames to come out and 5 is more than 4. However, if I do that same move and it's a counter hit, that move that was normally +4 on regular hit might now be +6. So now I can then follow with the same move again because it has a higher frame advantage on counter hit. That's why when you play these fighting games and you see counter on the left-hand side of the screen or on the right-hand side of the screen, to these players are good enough where they hit a button and all they don't even look for it. They just for using their peripheral, if they see the color of counter hit show up, they will immediately hit the same button again to continue the combo, which they normally wouldn't be able to do under normal hit. So they train at that level. So they put in the training mode, you can put the dummy into what's called you can do random counter hit state. So you take a button, you hit the dummy, it's regular. You hit the dummy, it's regular. You hit the dummy, counter hit shows up. You're trying to train yourself to react to what happens based on the hit state that they get hit in.
Wow.
So the training mode has all of this stuff there to prepare you for all of these split-second scenarios, and these guys just go in there and they just lab it out.
This shit,
every character.
This shit is hours and days.
Yes, yes, it is. You can get better spending a full day in training mode than you can just playing online.
Look, man, y'all, man, W's in the chat for Play doing an incredible breakdown of fighting systems. I didn't know none of this shit. That's probably why I got my ass whooped a lot of times.
Yeah, because you're like, how you understand why you're getting hit. Now you will understand.
But I also know why I've won some matches because I was doing some shit that I had no knowledge of. But now I know in some cases of what I was doing. But man, W's in the chat, man. That was a highly detailed, complex breakdown of fighting systems. And the reason why I say that because what he just spoke about applies across all fighting games. And all fighting games.
Every single one. So
And
to answer
now
your
I know
original
why
question,
certain fighters, why certain people who love fighters and who at the top, why they like certain fighting games over others.
yes.
It's
And to
all about the data.
yeah, and to answer your original question, why I don't like NRS games, their move it's like fighting underwater. If you play Street Fighter, the moves are 4 frames, 5 frames, 3 frames, and then you go to play Mortal Kombat, and the move takes 40 frames to come out. You know, minus 43 is safe on block. Minus 43 in Street Fighter, you open to a wide open punish. You are done. You about to eat 40, sometimes 60% damage, and you might be dead if you have 60% life because you did a move that's minus 43 on block. But in NRS games, you know, if you're minus 22 on block in Street Fighter, you're eating a full punish. In NRS games, you could be minus 22 and be safe on block. Minus 15 and be safe on block. That means that these moves take so long to come out. It's a much slower game. Everything in the game is slow. That's why I don't like it.
Okay.
That's why I
And
can't
that's your
stand
problem with Mortal Kombat.
Yes, that's my main. I don't really like the gore, but I know you can turn that off depending on the game. But I have the same issue with Injustice because it's the same engine.
Okay. What and I know Anonymous was talking about Mortal Kombat games back in the day. Did you feel the same way? Mortal Kombat 1,
I
2,
did
and
not,
3?
because I didn't know anything about that. You know, everybody was like, "Oh, that's cool. They got blood. They got gore." You know, that was new. So I didn't know anything about. I didn't really start learning about fighting games till like I started playing Killer Instinct in 2016 on Xbox One.
And now you made me realize the run feature when they first added it to Mortal Kombat. I think that was Mortal Kombat 3, where you was able to run across the screen. Now I understand how to use that now.
Yeah, you use it under certain circumstances.
Under certain and you'll run, and in the Mortal Kombat, you used to have to run.
Yeah.
And you can start your combo, but if you time it right, depending on when somebody's getting up and things like that. Now I understand. Oh man.
Yeah. So now you're pressuring them on their wake up, and they have to guess, because on wake up you can decide to hit a punch, a kick. You can decide to throw them, and that's when the mental game on wake up really gets bad. Because if they wake up, you throw them once. You still at advantage. They get up, you throw them again, right? Some players will decide, I'll just take the throw because I'd rather not be opened up to a full combo. Well, you only can take the throw so many times because eventually your health bar is going to get to a point where a throw will lose the round. So now, once you get into that area, now players are like, I can't continue to take throws because if I do, I'm going to lose. So an offensive player can do this. You wake up, they throw you the first time. You wake up, they punch you once, they're still blocked. It's called a tick throw. They punch you once, they throw you again. You wake up again, they punch you once, they throw you again. Then you're thinking, okay, this dude has tick throwed me 2 times in a row. He ain't fitting to do it again. So I'm going to let him punch me, and then I'm going to hit the throw button, or I'm going to backdash, or I'm going to jump to get out of it. Well, this time he punches you once, but because he's plus, he does another move after that frame traps you because you either tried to jump, backdash, or throw because you was tired of getting thrown, and now he opened up for a full combo and does super, and you lost a round.
Well, hold on. No, we're going to stop right here because you didn't frame, generation, frame this, back frame, counter frame, tick throw, nit throw.
Think of it like this.
Let me tell you something. If you come up with another motherfucking terminology that we don't know about in this, I don't know. Hey, look, I'm telling you, look, I'm listening, I'm reading that. Look, you sound like an encyclopedia right now, brother. Let me tell you something. Hold on, let me see it. Okay.
Just put it like this, Post Up. If you're getting off the ground and I throw you 2 times in a row, that does something to you mentally. If you're getting off the ground, I throw you the first time. You're getting off the ground, I throw a punch, you block it, and then I throw you again right after you block it. Now you're on the ground again. So now you got to wonder if I'm just going to throw you when you get up. If you try to like counter my throw when you get up, you don't know if I'm going to punch you. So you got all this guesswork you got to do on defense. You're looking at your health bar and you're like, how many throws can I take? Okay, I can take at least 3. I'm hoping he decides to just hit buttons and eventually I get my turn back. So that's why you can see some of these pro players, they can get blown up and get perfected against because they guessed wrong. Not because they suck, not because they bad, only because they guessed wrong.
It becomes a gamble at that point.
Exactly.
It becomes a
And that's
gamble.
the state you don't ever want to be getting up. And especially if you play a character that has no wake up move where they can do a move to counter whatever move you decide to do. Then, so like Ryu has the drag, sure you can. Well, if he does that on wake up, let's say I knock you down, you're playing Ryu. Now I gotta guess. If am I gonna try to hit you as you get up? Because if I hit a button and you decide to dragon punch, your dragon punch gonna beat whatever I throw out, and now you at advantage. But when it's a character who ain't got no wake up, good luck. You better have super meter. Better come save your day, because that's the only chance you gonna have of getting out of this one. And if you ain't got super meter, you in a world of hurt, because I'm gonna make you guess the whole round until I see your super meter go up to 1. You're guessing.
Let me tell you.
Then when your super meter get to 1, now I'm like, okay, now I gotta really think how I'm gonna approach this dude, because he could just reversal me now. Because normally he don't have a wake up move, but now his super meter's at 1. He could wake up and open me up, and I gotta be careful now. So now I gotta guess. So it's a whole mental game, bro. People are looking at meters, health bars, stun meters. You know what I'm saying? How much distance you hit me? Because normally if I do a combo at a certain distance, you at advantage. But if you knock me down at a different advantage, at a further distance, you now don't have that same advantage. Like, so all that stuff, bro. It's fire, bro.
This is too much.
It's it's fire, bro.
Look,
once you get into it, it's hard to get out of it.
I just want to press a button. That's it.
Now you're gonna hit the button and be like, let me go into training mode and see if that's really what the frame is.
Let me tell you something. I was tired of doing math in school, and then I got to do math while playing a fighting game.
You ain't got to do math. You ain't got to do math, bro. Bro, the training modes are so legit now. You don't have to do math. They color coded for you, brother.
Look at this.
Damn.
Right? Color coded. They even you go through the you go through the move list. They even got suggestions for pressure strings, all of that stuff. All right. Not only that, hold on, post the last thing I'm gonna say. Not only that, bro, because now all these games, they record all the matches you play, whether online or offline, right? Tekken introduced this in Tekken 8. You can go look at your online match, and in the middle of you watching it, you can pause it, record back the previous 10 seconds, and train the move you got punished for. All in a live demo, bro. Like, fighting game in terms of features, they are off the chart, bro.
As you all can see, as you all have heard, he is a fighting game connoisseur. He loves fucking look. Y'all see how y'all ain't never seen this play with this much energy. He just gave y'all an encyclopedia on the fighting game systems and the history of fighting games. Let me tell you something. I just want to get back to pressing buttons. Now, next fighting game I go into, I'm gonna have to think about all this shit. But you know what I can say though? I can say this though. I commend all high-level fighters that's in tournaments, because the dedication and time you have to put into maximizing each player, understanding each player, and then retaining all of that information, that shit is not easy. That means 24/7, pretty much all you're doing is playing fighting games, and and majority of that time is spent in practice mode. That is crazy. But I guess at the end of the day, it all plays out when you win that tournament, because all that sacrifice.
Because these tournaments, they're not just putting out a little money now. You win Capcom Cup, it's at $1 million you walk away with now.
That's crazy.
All right. So so like the major ones are not cheap. And the thing is, because everybody matches, you play online, get recorded. You don't just have access to your matches. You got access to everybody that plays the game that has done any match online. So now these pro players, they get to study film on you. It ain't just, they just in training. No, they get to go look at your matches. They get to go look at how you played the character that they main, the things you do and don't do against the character that they play. And they
can mix in some of what you're doing with.
Exactly. Yep. It's even to the point where these games have what's called Ghost, where the game will then, like, let's say I download your Ghost Post. You play Ken, and I download your Ghost. What it does is it creates pretty much a mimic of how you play that character, and I can download it and play Ken as a CPU, but it's going to do things according to your tendencies. That's where these fighting games are at.
Hold on, I'll be right back. I gotta grab these groceries. Hold on.
Yeah, go ahead. It's nothing like it, guys. Nothing like it.
It sounds like some shit I don't want to be a part of.
What did you say?
I just sound like something I don't want to be a part of.
Yeah,
No, I'm just playing.
happens.
Yo, but when it started coming down to that money and stuff, it makes sense.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
I'm
And
about to
it's
say, who's that dude that we used to watch? Stone Fox.
Stone Fox, the shoot, he play fighting games, right?
Yeah. Wait, what? Hold on.
All right, let me read his message here. So serious question: what happens if Xbox next gen console sell double of this gen? Sell double? I don't understand. Oh. So yeah, guys, I got the nerd out for a little bit, you know, on fighting games and whatnot. You know what I'm saying?
My bad. I'm over here doing all type of stuff.
Yeah, it sounds like you shoveling. Y'all getting that much snow? We only getting rain.
It ain't stopped. It literally
Wow.
hasn't stopped.
I think I'm getting freezing rain or whatever.
And just like, ugh. And then you gotta sit and salt and shovel. It's like, oh, okay, whatever. What the heck? Hold on. I'll be right back.
All right. Wow, I see Drake still out here drowning himself some more. Just won't humble himself, it looked like.
He'll be alright. Whatever. Hey, you said the next one, cop. So pretty much Mortal Kombat ain't trash, ain't worth anything.
I'm not gonna say that. It's just a very slow game, pretty much. I just don't like the way it plays.
So what you think about the Virtual Fighter one that they just showed? I
That
know
look
they ain't show a lot.
that look good. I'm excited for that, especially if they can pull off this whole cinematic thing they're doing. That looked very different. That looked good. I'll definitely try it out when it comes out. That looked fired. That's gonna be hard to pull off, but if they can pull it off, I think it'll be. I don't know if it'll probably still be a niche fighting game, just because Virtual Fighter's kind of always been that. And in terms of esports competition, they probably not gonna have the money to really compete with like Street Fighter and Tekken. Tekken and Street Fighter are like the main esport fighting games right now. Like they're pretty much the main ones.
Tekken and Street Fighter. Okay.
Yeah.
I was never good at Tekken. I promise you I wasn't.
Neither was I. I didn't really get decent until like this year because I hadn't played Tekken in a long time, and I never really tried in it.
Yeah, Elmo used to beat my ass. I played that demo and I was like, okay, let me go ahead and uninstall this because out of 10 fights, I literally only punched dude maybe 3-4 times out of 10 different fights. I was like, yeah, let me go ahead and Control Alt and delete. Ain't no way this man has slammed me on my neck 7 times before I can even remotely stand on my feet. Yeah, I'm good. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I gotta found respect for them and people that do the RTS games.
Yeah, I can't play those, bro.
Yeah.
I don't have the patience to learn, and I'm not trying to use a mouse that got like 9 buttons on it.
Man.
That is
I
not for
was
me.
like, but I never knew that's what they was doing on the foot in the fighting games when they be out there just standing around trying to counter. So what's up
Yeah.
with the air juggling part? Cause when they doing the combination and then they drop, I know I be getting like everybody like, oh my god, he just dropped the
So
counter attack and da da da. His meter's low. His meter.
yeah, so so like some of that stuff is like checkmate stuff. Like when you see somebody's meters low, depending on what character they're playing, they're probably in checkmate, you know. Because like these fight, they're looking at people's meter because a meter means something to them. It means they have a wake up option that they normally don't have now, and stuff like that. So, you know, people who understand what's going on, they're looking at that stuff like this means one of, you know, a certain number of possibilities, you know.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty much all that's going on, you know. And once you watch it enough and you kind of understand it enough, it becomes pretty simple after that. It's pretty much it's not repetitive, but you know, it's enough to the point where it's happened enough times for you to know what's going on, you know. That's
Gotcha.
all it is.
So, all right. You did it, player. That's all you, Rose. You can handle that. I'm good.
But
I'm putting that
it's
in
great to keep up
Warframe on
with.
the shelf. I'm putting that in Warframe on the shelf. What
And
happened
you
with
know, a lot
David?
of this stuff cross applies to like even non-fighting games too. Because
Non-fighting
everything in a game takes frames to happen, no matter what the animation is.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, especially when you playing Grand Theft Auto, who can shoot their gun
Yep.
fast.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, I'm back.
Yep.
So,
All right.
what's your thoughts on State of Play though?
What'd you say?
Thoughts on State of Play?
I thought it was trash. It was a lot of third party. It was you know, regarding the first party, they showed a CGI trailer for House Marquee's new game. There was nothing about Ghost of Yotai. So either they must be saving that
Oh
for the
yeah, they
summer.
didn't show nothing.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
didn't show any of that. I didn't expect them to show Intergalactic, but I did expect to see Ghost of Yotai, especially because Sony put out a tweet, like Sony's Twitter, not PlayStation's Twitter. I don't know if I can find it now. They put out a tweet that said, let's see if it's still out there. I don't even know if I can find it now. They pretty much put out a tweet would look like to be an image of something from Ghost of Yotai because the sword, you know, had all the atmosphere that's normal for it. The game ain't even show up, so I was just like, okay. So, Days Gone Remastered is an L because you just released that game on PC in 2021, and now you're releasing a remaster version of it in 2025. Not even remake, remastered, and that tells me you did the cheapest version to try to get some revenue because you just got finished wasting money on that live service game that got canceled.
Dang.
So,
okay.
Here Yoshida, you know, Yoshida said, buy these remakes if you want to see future first party content. Well, guess he was serious.
He was not playing. He said, I would not lie.
Exactly. So at least here's the thing. They are at least doing $10 upgrades.
That's wild.
But that ain't gonna create that much revenue. Oh, hold on. Let me take that back. If $10 upgrades creates that much revenue, then how much effort did they really have to put into this remaster, bro?
Yeah.
Something ain't right. Something ain't right over there.
All right, I do want to say this before we close the show. It look like we've been streaming for 3 hours. I didn't even know.
Dang.
2 of that is Playroll breaking down fighting systems. Let me tell you something.
It take me no 2 hours, bro. Like maybe 30 minutes.
Let me tell you something. I want to say rest in peace to one of. Hold on.
It's a state of trash. Hey, roadmap is looking real bumpy. That's all I can say. Looking real bumpy. Where was the post?
I don't know. He's getting ready to think.
Hey, give me a minute. That's my damn son. Every time, first my lady, now my son. Hold on.
All right.
Oh.
I think he's getting ready to talk about that dude that passed away in the community. I think.
No. I'm just tripping. It just amazes me that I think Phil Spencer and them was right when they said it wasn't no purpose for a mid-gen refresh.
Yep.
Cause the PS5 Pro ain't got shit worth shit. And people ran out in flocks and bought that joint.
Yep.
Just to get remasters for the little 10 ball.
Yep.
Oh boy. Dang, I wish I was on the show today. I'd love to see what J-Dub had to say about this one, boy. You gotta catch him live.
Oh yeah, because on Twitter he said it's a 10 out of 10, but his facial responses would be saying it though.
That other one, you give him grounds to sit in that house in that dungeon and contemplate some stuff.
Yep.
Man, ain't no telling we about to see the full force tomorrow with this fool. Daggone well that was trash.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
No, you're fine. Okay. Nope, you're fine.
So you might not get another state of anything or another video event until what? Maybe April, June from them. That's dedicated directly to PlayStation.
Mm-hmm.
So they just left in limbo.
No. Oh, okay. Yes. Go ahead. Go ahead. That's fine. All right.
Left in limbo. No, you good.
Yo, I'm back. Sorry for the wait. I had to let my bean head son in.
Mm-hmm.
So I do want to say this before we close this show out. I want to say rest in peace. I want to send my blessings and my condolences to a community member that we lost, SS9 Vegeta. Some of you might known him for consistently supporting Z platform. He've even popped up on some of our streams, supporting over here. Very funny dude. Known him. He's been in the Z chat for years. I mean, for years. Back when Z initially first started, I think he goes back. He was also part of Bang Bang, which is Z gaming group on Facebook that's been there for years. Where I first met a lot, Jabari and a lot of the PlayStation guys. We used to war over there on Facebook in the gaming forums and go back and forth. But SS9 Vegeta was a real cool dude, real funny dude. Some of the stories he told on stream and in podcasts were some of the most funniest stories you will ever hear, man. And I think Z put out a clip today of some of it. And so I was kind of heartbroken because I know we haven't seen him in a while. Usually he pop up in every chat, but we hadn't seen him in a while. I don't know what happened. I don't really care. The only thing I care about is the fact that, you know what I'm saying, we lost another great, funny community member that was a hardcore PlayStation guy. And he'll be missed. He'll be remembered for his cool, funny acting character, and always being cool online, man. And me and him used to go back and forth. We used to have war. He used to put out super chats saying things about me, and then I used to talk about him, and then he'd just super chat back and forth on Z show of us just going back and forth regarding this whole thing we call gaming. And so I'll just say, man, just whether PlayStation, Xbox, Nintendo, man, just appreciate the community for what it is. And love your loved ones, man, while they're here, because you never know when your time is gonna be, man. So from State of Gaming, from our whole team and our whole platform, we send our blessings, our thoughts, our prayers, and our love out to SS9 Vegeta and his whole entire family, man. We're gonna get up out of here. Okay? Let me see here. Do I got? Let me check something here. I don't even know if I got it here. Let me see here. A storm. Okay. Yeah, we're about to get up on out of here, man. Y'all have a good one. And peace. We no music, man. We just go out on a moment of silence for our brother SS9 Vegeta. Y'all have a good one.